Yo, what's cracking? What's good? Appreciate y'all coming through, man. It's fit to be lit. Fuck the bullshit. Fuck the bullshit, man. And shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. I don't even like to go live at night a lot of times. I really like to be doing my thing, man. But I had to do it. Had to do it, man, because I got to do a response. And I really wasn't even gonna do this shit because I thought everything was cleared up earlier, but you know, I gotta go on this nigga channel and see him throwing shots. So I'm just gonna I gotta do the stream, man. And I like I said, I ain't want to do it, but fuck it, man. We just got to do it today. All right, so shout out to all y'all in the building, man. We just gonna get right to it. Let me know how the sound is, man. I need to make sure I'm heard loud and clear. Let me know how the sound is, y'all. Let me know how the sound. Leave me a sound check and shout out to everybody in the building coming through. Everybody come on through. Come on down. Come on down. Oh, yeah, we've been lit today, man. Let me know, man. Let me know how the sound is, man. I need to clear, man. Shout out to Be More Tales in the building. What up, man? He said, stuck in class tonight. Wish I could tune in. Salute you, man, doing your thing, man. We told you get on your stuff. You're getting on your stuff, man. That's what we like to see. You know, people over here like to talk about we don't help black men over here. You know, we don't help. We're not helping black men over here, but there are plenty of men who come on this channel, listen over a span of a couple years, have no choice but to have their money up and doing good. B Motel's another example, man. Nigga, you know, you talking about he was stuck in the BS. Not a nigga going to class, got an animation show popping, dog. As many black men we get on their feet over here and saying that we don't help black men because we don't tell them to go risk it all for a bitch. Oh man, shit crazy to me. Shout out to Be More Tales, man. Shout out to Who else was there? One more I seen. My bad, y'all. I'm, trying not to miss y'all today because I got to go in. Shout out to Inky in the Brain. What up, man? He said, set it up, bro. You know it. I got to, man. I'm tired of this shit, man. So anyway, I'm gonna just give y'all the backdrop, and I'm just gonna just how we're gonna do it, man. So if y'all did not know, earlier I did a show on Bernard Riley's stream, and I didn't do it. I mean, I went on Bernard's show. I didn't even expect it to be like how it was. Usually when Bernard's live and I'm not going live, I will go over there and I would just drop a super chat or something, say what's up, and then I bounce out because that's usually what I do. Because if I during the day, it's usually because I'm doing something else. All right, but usually when I go live, I like to go live during the day. All right, but I couldn't, or I didn't expect to see Bernard's live, so I tuned into his joint. And let me know, here we go. We're talking about the red pill mindset. That was what the name of the show was. The red pill mindset. Keep that in mind, guys. So, and of course, he was featuring Angry Man. Okay, cool. Now, as I'm listening to the show and I'm listening to what Angry Man is talking about, I'm asking to myself, like, when in the fuck did this become the red pill mindset? Like, I understand if you want to do what you want to do, if you want to, risk everything for pussy, go ahead. But become the red pill mindset. So I'm just listening to this shit and I'm cringing, like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? If you want to have a family, cool. If you want to be married, cool. But don't be getting up here saying that's red pill and saying that, what? So I had to hop on the stream. And when I hopped on, I thought it was going to be, I did not expect it to turn into some long ass debate, whatever. Okay, whatever. Shit happens. I didn't expect to be on that bitch 5 hours, but when the shit get good, the shit get good. That was a good ass show. I'm going to just say that right now. That was a good ass show. So I got sucked into it. But anyway, lo and behold, we get in the conversation. We go back and forth. And I thought that was that. I wasn't even going to do no stream about it. I promise you, I thought that was that. I was done with it. Cool. I'm just, we said I say, we agree to disagree to get the fuck up out of here. But now this nigga Angry Man's on his channel going ham, talking about, people who think like me are little boys and how people needed his cosign for that. Man, now I got to get up on you. Damn, now I got to get up. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? Niggas did not come on the Bernard Riley panel because they needed the cosign of an alpha. I promise you that. Niggas has been pumping and dumping before I was even talking to you about it. Nigga, if anything, I don't want your cosign from the way you think. I get your cosign on anything, I know I'm losing. Because you talking about risking it all for some hoes. They need the cosign of an alpha. No, nigga, if anything, it's called being scrutinized. Niggas want to complain about being scrutinized. Hey, check this out, man. This is a public space. When Bernard put the link in the chat, he said anybody can hop up. It was no rules concerning like nobody can hop up, nobody can push back. If you don't want people pushing back, if you can't stand on what you believe in, then shut the fuck up. You shouldn't be here. If you don't want people to scrutinize and to criticize what you have to say, what you have to offer, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like my grandma had a saying, man. Shout out to my grandma. She said, look, nigga, if you can't stand the heat, get your bitch ass out the kitchen. Now, I added a couple words to that, but I'm just saying, man, not everybody's going to agree with what you say, and you better be able to stand on what you agree on, especially in the public arena. And if you can't do that, then why the fuck are you even complaining? What you talking about? Because if you're worried about somebody coming up and having pushback, nobody's going to respect you because there is no pushback. And too many men want to get up on here and talk about, oh, well, I feel everything's 100% right, but then you don't want anybody to say anything about what you're talking about. And this is why I at least respect other people. I don't agree with Kevin Samuels about the marriage thing, but he says, look, you can come up here, all the haters, come on. All the people will push back, come on. But damn, nigga, you don't want people to push back on your rhetoric. You know why? Because when it stands up to scrutiny, that shit gonna sound dumb. When a nigga like me come through and I expose and I put that shit up to the test, it sounds dumb. Because there is no way you can logically say it's okay for men to literally put everything on the line. There's no logic in that. SKC over here trying to already smacked him up in the debate, but he was trying to come up and prove, nigga, you already lost. I'm talking to Angry Man. I don't give a fuck what you putting all these statistics. Hey, nigga, shout out to SKC, but now I already did you in, dog, on this same argument. I can't let you get a second debate, bro. I'm talking to Angry Man. I'm dissecting his bullshit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Nobody give a damn what this space was founded on. Nigga, niggas ain't trying to hear that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has a different space. Everybody has a different story of what this space is founded on anyway. You know what I mean? Like either way, things evolve. People want to hear new ideas. People want to hear new things. People are tired of playing games with these hoes, but you niggas are not. Talking about niggas being hurt. Man, that's the same thing these hoes be saying. So once again, man, I came up on that show not because I needed somebody's cosign, but because niggas, there has to be pushback on that bullshit. And even Bernard, it has to be pushback. It can't just be whole monotone type shit, dog. It has to be pushback. If you can't handle it, niggas stop complaining. Because not everybody agrees with bullshit. Like you're literally saying like niggas need to go ahead and wait and get these hoes to submit and these hoes to be cooperative. Nigga, black men have been trying to do that for the past hundreds of years. You cannot do that shit in this society. And I don't have to go through that to understand that. Oh, you're not masculine. You're not masculine if you've been through it. If you haven't tried to make it work with a woman, and if you have children, you're not fully developed masculine. Your masculinity is taking the hit. Why do I have to go through the bullshit to be considered a fully developed man? As if I can't watch you stupid ass niggas go through it. As if I can't watch these hoes wash you up in court at a high percentage rate. As if I can't watch these hoes cheat on you. As if I can't watch these hoes take the kids away from you. As if I can't watch these hoes commit 35% paternity fraud. As if I can't watch you niggas fail. Like I've been watching my whole life. As if I don't have eyes. As if I'm blind. As like I'm a bat in this bitch. Nigga, like I ain't got no like who the fuck you think? What are you talking about? I don't have to go through that bullshit to see that that's the worst thing. Oh, if you ain't been ran through the ringer, if you ain't tried to make it work, I can't listen to you. Nigga, I can't listen to you. Nigga, like I said, dude. Once again, when I do these arguments, I never see anybody push back on the data. I never see anybody push back on a logical argument. Even Angry Man had to go into the what female hurt you tirade. When I heard that, I was just like, it's over with. What female hurt me? Nigga, that's the same shit that girl Janae said on Saturday. Why is Angry Man and Janae from One Master Teacher channel saying the same shit about me and my rhetoric, but they don't address the data. They don't address the facts. They don't address the culture. They don't address the world we live in. And shout out to them players. I ain't trying to be so negative, but that's why I had to ask the question: like, who else on this panel is dealing with women between 18 and 30? Because it's like y'all niggas can't see it. That's what I got to say. You got to be careful when you say I'm not helping black men, nigga. I'm out here dealing with the prime stock of women, prime age, prime breeding age, prime marriage age, nigga. I'm dealing with college, professional, hood. Yep, the hood bitches too. I can taste all of them between 18 and 30. I'm seeing what's going on. These hoes are fucking sluts. And you over here telling black men that they need to go ahead and take the chance with these hoes, but you want to get mad when you get pushed back? No, nigga, you're the one who's doing black men a disservice. Then you want to try to hide it under the guise of legacy and hide it under the guise of trying to do the right thing because men done this for centuries. Man, fuck that. Fuck that noble type nobility bullshit. These hoes out here fucking. And they fucking who they want to fuck, when they want to fuck. You just don't know it. Because you're not in the field. You're not out here looking at seeing what the real deal is, man. These hoes is living their best life. Multiple dicks. Multiple double dick clutching. You need just oblivious to the shit. And when you get on these panels and talk about, masculinity, you sound out of touch. And that's why you need niggas like me coming up in this bitch, because I need to give the updated version of what's going on. Nigga, your ass talking about the fucking, y'all niggas ain't out here getting it in. If you with a bitch that's over 40, what you don't know what the fuck you talking about? Or over 35, you can't be telling niggas out here how to deal with these hoes. Talking about you saying that I can't tell men about how to deal with women, but you over here dealing with old hoes who you're not out here dealing with the most desirable women. I have the first dibs of telling men how to deal with today's women. They are not for long-term relationships. That's a fact. Ain't nothing to do with me being a little kid. Ain't nothing to do with me being a grown adolescent. It's me adapting to the situation, man. These hoes want to fuck. And I'm a fuck. But you put a ring, talking about putting a ring on these hoes, nigga. The whole goal is to put them in submission, nigga. Dude, that lets me know that you don't know what you're talking about. You ain't really out here getting it in. You ain't really out here seeing what's going on. The bad bitches is out here being thoughts, nigga. And y'all just want an excuse to try to wipe them up. And really, the truth is that WAP is supreme, man. Like the title said, that's really what it is. And I will respect men more if they just say, yes, I want in-house pussy. Yes. And I'm willing to risk it all. When you say that, I have no argument. Shout out to Georgia Boy. He said it. I'm pussy first. Okay, nigga, I respect it. At least you admit it. But these other niggas trying to come up with all these other excuses, legacy, generational wealth. Look, generational wealth, 70%. All right, that comes from a survey of 3,200 wealthy families. 70% of that shit is lost. Okay, that's not an excuse to be trying to have children. When 70% of them going to lose the wealth anyway, just say you're willing to procreate under these prisoner type situations that we're in, which by 2053, we're going to be all an underclass. So you want to breed the future underclass? Cool. If you don't want to analyze the data and you want to operate off strictly nature, go ahead. Because that's an excuse I keep hearing. It's in your nature to do this. So we're just going to bend to nature. Okay? We're just going to nature tells you to piss and shit anywhere too. Nature tells you to do a lot of shit. But us as human beings, us being a higher intelligence, we know when to listen to nature and when we don't. But when you're not operating on a higher intelligence, you're only thinking at animal level. That's why you say shit like, oh, what's in your nature to do this? What's in your nature to do a lot of things, nigga? But I don't have to act upon my nature all the time. Right? That's why these hoes keep having children on you niggas, having all these babies out of wedlock. They using that little, oh, it's nature. If God lets it happen, we're supposed to breed. Using all these excuses to have babies with these nobody niggas. Y'all using the same excuse. You don't know what your child's gonna be when you grow up, man, especially in 2020. All right, it just is what it is. Even white folks is losing generational wealth. All right, because at the end of the day, we living in a culture of short-term gratification, and that's cool. I'm just telling y'all what it really is. And we got black men still living in this traditional mindset, this is 2020. So I'm gonna keep niggas updated, man. Cause listening to you, niggas gonna get fucked up. Niggas gonna be listening to shit like that, niggas gonna keep losing, man. So I gotta come with the updated version. It gotta be pushed back. It gotta be. But like I said, man, you don't want that because I'm gonna get up there and make your ass look stupid. Let me catch up on this shit real quick, man. My bad, y'all. Shout out to my bad, y'all. I just fuck. Man, that shit be moving fast. Shout out to Osama Abdul. What's up? He said, bro, you killed Game Over, Angry Man Not Close. I know, man, but I gotta reiterate this shit, dog, because I wasn't even gonna say nothing, but the nigga wanna keep going live and shit. Shout out to Sick Lil. What's up? He said, damn, not who hurt you. Yeah, I would never expect. Why the fuck is that coming out your mouth? Who hurt you? Nigga, we know damn well that's one of the number one female talking. You gonna let that shit come out your mouth, nigga? Are you serious? Fuck the data. Fuck the current society, culture. Fuck the songs. Fuck the music. Fuck the get the pad culture. Fuck these hoes trying to do saying all the stuff. How they gonna come up? Who hurt you? What? I'm so disappointed, man. That's disappointing. You really gonna tell me that me talking about the current situation in the current society is based on empirical data? As a man, I'm disappointed. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. It's once again, it's when it comes to these relationships, it's always the man's fault. It's always the man's fault when it comes to the family and relationship and all the other bullshit. Once again, same shit that the females say. It's always the man's fault. It's your fault. You didn't get her into submission, even though she got freedom and to do whatever she want. Nah, nigga. She ran off on the plug, and she gonna keep running off on the plug because y'all niggas keep supplying her. These hoes gonna run off on the plug on you niggas. Keep risking everything. I mean, I just don't understand, man. And then on top of that, man, you gonna talk about some, okay, the black woman is because of racism that we're getting shot down. And I mean, it's because of black women giving abortions that we're getting shot down in the streets. Okay. So if you're gonna say that, to stop complaining about white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? This all this crazy shit I'm just hearing, man. It's just like, yo, like at the end, I'm just gonna get in a public space and it's not gonna be pushback. If you're scared about pushback, what are you doing this for? You should be able to stand on what you say against anybody, not complain about it. Not complaining about getting pushback, man. To me, this didn't sit right with me, man. And then the fact that you're telling me black men who listen to this is going down the wrong path, nigga. I'm teaching young black men more than you ever can. I'm sorry. A nigga who listens to my channel for a year and somebody who listens to your channel for a year, I promise you they're going to come out a better man over here. They're going to have more money. They're going to have more freedom, more skills, and they're not going to have a leech on their ass. They're not going to have a leech sucking their earnings in their what they've worked for dry. They're not going to have ungrateful children who they're ungrateful because the woman has had a say in how they're raised, sucking them dry, monetarily and mentally, and the court system is all. Look, I promise you, somebody listen to my channel, listen to Angry Man channel for a year, I promise you they're gonna come out a better man on my end. I'm actually undoing the damage that you're doing to young black men, especially since you're not even out dealing. My bad, yo, testing, man. I brought the heat, man. I'm bringing the heat, man. So he's trying to shut me out, but hold up, man. Man, tomorrow, man. What the fuck, bro? I don't even know if did you hit a mistake, bro? Hey, man, tomorrow, did you hit a mistake, brother? I don't want to. Damn, man, y'all stopping the rant. I can't even stop the rant. I can't even rant, man. Man, tomorrow you hit a mistake, bro. I could hit a decline one day. You know what I mean? This nigga, man, tomorrow over here. I need to know, man. I need to know, man. Tomorrow, I need to know if you hit a mistake, man, on the cash app, man. I think you might hit a mistake. Anyway, look, check this out. Look, man, though, if that's it, then man, if the man tomorrow got the number one, I'm sorry, that nigga, that's the record. You know what I'm saying? That this is the record. This would be the record if you know what I mean. Clearly, you know what I'm saying. I ain't this nigga just hit biggest top donation of all time. You know what I'm saying? It will go to Man tomorrow. That shit is fucking wild, dog. Shout out to the Man tomorrow. Now I gotta stop the show real quick. Shout out to Man tomorrow in the building. Nobody shout out. I see Ruffy in the building, but Man tomorrow just hit the number one. Now shout out to Man tomorrow. This is the single highest. Damn, that shit just caught me off guard, man. Fuck. Shout out to Man tomorrow. Seriously, man. Damn, man. That shit crazy, man. Salute to you, brother. That shit is shit wild, man. You ain't even have to do that shit. Hey, man, if it's still a mistake, let me know, dog. I'll send that shit right back. Okay, like it's cool. But man, shout out to Man tomorrow in the building. Don't ever say Man tomorrow not who we say he is. Don't ever say that because you know, damn, that shit just threw me off, man. Shout out to Man tomorrow again. God damn, brother. God damn. All right, man. I gotta try to get back focused because that shit just threw me off, man. Man, what is highlight that? Damn, bro. What the hold on, where's Man tomorrow's thing at, man? That's not a mistake. Damn, man. Once again, shout out to Man tomorrow in the building, man. This nigga just showed out, man. I had to give him a couple minutes on this one. Now he showed the fuck out, man. Man, shout out to Man tomorrow. If I we come up when I open this thing up, man, he come up. I don't give a fuck, dog. This Man tomorrow show today. And the one tomorrow too. Shit, god damn it. All right, let me try to get back focused, man. That shit, damn. I ain't gonna say that amount because I know how you need to get, but shout out to Man tomorrow. God damn, let me refocus my equilibrium real quick. All right. Shit. All right. Anyway, like I was saying, man. Once again, it's always the man's fault when these hoes ran off on the plug on you niggas. And once again, we got men telling that other men their masculinity is goddamn tied to them being with a bitch, man. I'm tired of hearing that. You're going to get pushed back. You're going to get pushed back, dog. It's the same message that's been fucking men up for the past few decades. The same shit that's been fucking men up for the past few decades. The same shit. Now it's just updated. I'm sorry, man. I couldn't let that shit ride, dog. I'm sorry, man. I saw him talking that shit, dog. Then you're going to say this is the red pill. That's the shit that blew me in, man. When are we changing shit, man? Like I said, now that I learned the original manosphere, the white one, the original one, was really about the shit I'm talking about. But it was niggas who had to go branch off and make their own shit because the pussy was left out. These white men were serious, man. We ain't giving these hoes shit. They want to talk all this shit, but niggas just couldn't live without the pussy. And now I'm starting to see that shit now. But nah, that's why I gotta be in this shit, man. Damn, bitch, quit calling me. Nah, that's why I gotta keep pushing back. I see this why I gotta keep going, man. Many a times I wanted to say fuck this shit. But nah, man, because if I do that, then niggas like him gonna keep spreading that toxic ass message, and then more black men gonna be getting fucked over. That shit with Janae and Brandy and More Master Teacher, shit like that is the reason why I gotta keep doing this shit. Because nobody else is just giving this perspective, which is the most needed, ironically. Men have been getting fucked over plenty, man, dog. Get out of here with that bullshit. Then you want to hide it under those. Then you want to hide it under this other stuff, man. Talking about being a teenager. Nigga, you're literally living according to your lower nature. You're being a teenager. You're the one not thinking logically. You're the one not thinking you're the one not planning for the future. Nigga, I'm looking at empirical data and I'm looking at actual things you can measure. You're going off of emotion. And it's to the point, and this is what happens when you start living with these hoes and now you start using their talking points. Somebody hurt you. This is what happens when you start living with these hoes and start letting these hoes become a part of your life like that. They're going to start altering your thought process. I never thought I would hear a man say that, man. I expect Janae to say that shit. Who hurt you? I would never expect a man to say that, man. So once again, man, brothers who are cool with marriage, cool, whatever. Just say you're willing to take the risk, but don't get on here and say that's a better alternative for men. I promise. And I don't have to go through it to learn it. That's bullshit. I don't got to go through the ringer to learn that shit. That's bullshit, man. I'm ashamed, man. I got to be in this space. I got to do this shit. Because if I don't, man, more black men gonna continue to get fucked up, man. This is why black men continue to get fucked up. Because ain't nobody giving them the alternative. You don't got to marry these. You do not have to put everything on the line, man. I can't even look. I'm about to put the list. I just got, I just got kind of thrown off. Shout out to Man Tomorrow once again, man. And I'm not even going. I'm gonna let other niggas go ham on this shit, dog. Because y'all know where I'm at with it. I always do put the pump and dump and not giving these hoes no leverage, not giving them no legal power, being on your purpose, being on your grind, staying productive. And you can't lose like that, man. Y'all know I'm at with it, but you're gonna just try to get on here and just say that your masculinity is deficient. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. That shit is that's some BS, man. That's some straight BS. Get y'all up in here, man.
Yo, what's up, fellas?
What's good, y'all? What's good?
Change this up. My bad. Hold on me. Real quick. Before anybody go, it's gonna be the Man Tomorrow show today. Hold on, Aqua J, you gotta get that background noise, bro. All right,
sorry.
Yeah, this gonna be Man Tomorrow show today. All right, this is whatever fuck he say go. Man, shout out to you, brother. I do appreciate you, man. That's joy came out of nowhere, brother. And people gonna put some respect on Man Tomorrow name, dog. Like, and shout out to you once again, brother. I just, I'm still speechless upon that, man. Go ahead, man.
I mean, man, but that's not why I donated. That's not why I donated. By the way,
I understand, man. It's just I gotta show appreciation, though, man.
Yeah, I mean, because I would do this anyway to motherfuckers who actually support the message of black men moving forward, without these hoes having power over black men within this environment. Like, dude, you have to understand that I got to where I got because my grandfather put me on game. What they think is game early on is to not believe these motherfuckers who have their whole life caught up in these hoes. And these hoes bullshit. And like my grandfather said, look, he was like, look, you and your dad are on the same level inside my house. There is no such thing as a father and a son inside my house. Both of you motherfuckers are on the same shit. Right now, you're in grade school, so you grade on the grades that you put in there. And I seen my motherfucking grandfather break my father many a times over the shit that he was saying, or the shit that he was doing, or the women that he was doing. But he made sure that it happened in front of me, right? So it was like, look, you are not supposed to be here to be putting up with women's bullshit. You are supposed to be acquitting yourself with order is because that's what I taught you. And if you're not doing that type of shit, then get just a son like your fucking 7-year-old here. That's the type of shit he said to everybody who came in the house. And when you couldn't, and if you fucked up too many times, you had to change your name. You had to leave town. That's how the shit worked within the family. So it's like there wasn't any man who could keep exhibiting those type of behaviors within my grandfather's presence before he died because he wouldn't allow that shit. Like, there wouldn't be dudes out here defining themselves by the shit that bitches put them through. The actual environment was supposed to be defined by the actual standards that was being held by all men. And this is what I like about Pump and Dump. It allows men to devalue women on the same level that women devalue men, and a lot of men cannot fucking handle that. But it's what's needed right now. It is exactly what is needed. If you got fat bitches out here acting like they fucking dimes and all this kind of shit, then the only thing you can do is devalue their presence wholesale to be able to fucking make sure that this shit fucking works. Because masculinity, black masculinity, need to reset without these hoes. And this is what dudes don't understand. It's just like the dudes who define themselves specifically by female access is the motherfuckers who are talking right now, trying to make this shit okay for everybody within this environment. And that's not the way this shit is supposed to go. So that's all I got, man. Well, thanks for having me on.
Man, no problem. Man. Still feel free to stick around. Once again, shout out to Man Tomorrow, man. If y'all not subscribed to him, make sure y'all subscribe. Once again, man, Man Tomorrow show this ads. You know, man. I like I said, that shit still kind of threw me off a little bit. Shout out to man.
Because apparently I'm broke. I ain't got shit. Nothing in life. I ain't nobody.
Oh my god, man! Why y'all? Yeah, that's funny, man. I don't know why they ever gave you pushback about that, man. Even though despite you showing all the trucks, no, I never understood that aspect. Let me catch up on these other joints. Shout out to Iki and the Brain. He said, and they say black men don't support each other. Salute fellas, real spirit. No, that's fact. And that's one thing I would never, ever come out of my mouth is that black men don't support each other. That's why I hate hearing that black business can't. No, man, look. That's just, to me, I hate hearing that. Shout out to Daniel Myrie. What's up? He said, how are they for black male empowerment, but they want you to be a slave to feminism and the gynocracy? It don't make sense. They are setting up black men to fail. Exactly. That's why I got to keep doing this joint, man. Shout out to So Dumb Hussein. He said, who panel was Angry Man talking that BS? We're talking about the Bernard Rowley show from earlier. Shout out to Steve H. What's up? He said, Ron Waldo Tomasi, the king of the white manosphere, is married with kids. Stop lying. Okay, yeah, he is married with kids. But that is the white manosphere. What about Richard Cooper? Man, don't make me go down the list, man. I will go down the list. All right. It's married people in all parts, small percentage. But if I go down the list, that white manosphere is talking about not giving these hoes nothing. I promise you. All right. Shout out to Nick Penn. He said, remember, they want us to go through the ringer. This is what they teach you, young man. SMA. Exactly. Talking about because I haven't been through that experience, I'm less of a man. Oh my god, that's why I gotta do this, man. Shout out to So Dumb again. He said you can't be red pill and married. That's called purple pill. I agree. All right, my bad. We got a whole panel. We got some heavy hitters. Let me get around this joint real quick. Let me get to Jerome. We're gonna go to Fantastic Spiritual. We're gonna get everybody today. Shout out to all y'all for coming through. I really appreciate you, man. Y'all know I gotta push back. Go ahead, Jerome. Go ahead, bro. And then we're gonna go around this panel.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to figure out, man. You need to stop taking Angry Man serious, man. Dude is a stepfather. Now, if you're a stepfather, you don't need to be saying shit about anything, about red pill, anything. Like, dude, you the biggest fucking simp out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that this dude can even say that. If you're an Angry Man subscriber, unsubscribe to this nigga. The nigga's garbage, yo. If I was you, I'll be asking for a fucking refund. How you gonna take a fucking stepfather serious, nigga? Somebody that's signing up for another man's sperm. He ain't serious.
God damn, that's a whole nother subject. I ain't know he was playing step that way. That brings a whole nother dynamic.
That's
I don't want to get, say I could do it too, but I'm not going because he didn't make that information of it. I'm not going, but that does make a lot, man. God damn it. I wish he would. I can't even use that, man, right now, but
I'm for a refund.
Damn, how you sit, man? All right, man. Shout out to Jerome, man. You over trying to set it off, man. I'm trying to go ahead. Fantastic. I see you in the building, man. What's up, brother?
Hey, what up, man?
Cool,
hey, man. I'm gonna do my best motherfucking salsa around this motherfucker, man. Because like I said, I watched the thing. I got caught up this morning, just now, over what was this whole thing that happened. That's why I saw the exchange. And let me shout to Zero, man. Zero was right. Because I haven't been around in space as long as you guys been around in space. So Zero pretty much explained it. And I'm gonna try to do this verbatim. If I get anything wrong, y'all can correct me in the chat. But he pretty much said, hey, the whole reason the black manosphere started is because the white dude started the manosphere in general. All right. And the white boy said, hey man, we don't need these bitches. You like that, whatever, men first, make these bitches wait. We ain't really worry about no pussy. And all they heard was no pussy. Oh, we gotta get the fuck up out of here. No, we gotta get out of here. These white boys don't want no pussy. They're not trying to fuck these hoes. So we gotta get up out of here, man. And that's a motherfucking perfect example of that. And I think that's the generation separation that we're having right here. The 2.0, / 3.0 shit that they're talking about. It's not just about streaming and all these other things, man. It's just progression of humanity and progression of society. Man, I'm telling you now, like I said, I'm married. Y'all know I'm married. The married man against marriage. But like I said, me being in the military and me having a lot of young niggas around that tell me how this shit is going, bruh, nothing, absolutely nothing is the same from 10 years ago, bruh, as far as the women and dating market. And those are two things that are not the same. The dating market and the women market are not the same, nigga. All right? That shit is like motherfucking child support and child custody. They have everything to do with each other, but they're totally and completely separate, okay? So when you get guys, man, that are older, you know what I mean? Especially you talking about the old niggas, and let me shout myself out. Fantastic was right. While y'all out here motherfucking getting mad over your granddaddies, Y'all niggas got better motherfucking relationship with internet personalities than your own flesh and blood grandfathers and fathers. You weak ass niggas, you weak ass hoes. They get mad because a nigga say somebody an old nigga. The shit was on motherfucking display today. All right. I ain't gonna go too far on that much because I'm gonna talk about these old niggas myself and again gloat and bask in the shit that I already told you niggas. But that's what old niggas do, man. And again, I'm not saying it's no disrespect or whatever. Wisdom and life experience is worth its weight in gold. We need that. We need older brothers. You should strive to be as old as you want to. Nobody wants to motherfucking die young. That's not what I'm saying. But at the same time, like I say, man, with that age comes the same thing that Ramil was saying earlier, man. You get out of touch. You know what I'm saying? If I talk to somebody like what Daniel Myrie or Jerome, these niggas they never even heard or seen the 8-track. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you aged out on certain things, okay? Just like to them, if you try to explain to them coding or some shit like that, they will know what the fuck you were saying. So again, man, like I said, a lot of this shit that when you really look at this from a logical standpoint, and another big issue too is stop personalizing shit, man. We got to stop personalizing shit because, like you say, work for me, not gonna work for you. I will never. And again, I am married. I would never suggest to a man. I have 2 sons. That's why I always say that. I would never suggest to anyone under me to get fucking married, man, because again, the numbers mathematically, it's a fucking death trap. If I told you had a 65 to 70% chance to step outside your door today and you'll be killed, are you gonna walk your dumb ass out the house? Fuck no. So basically, you telling dudes to motherfucking roll they motherfucking dice with marriage, not even a relationship, marriage. For with a 30% chance at best. Come on now.
I like I said, the numbers, like you said, and that's why I'm so glad. I appreciate you doing what you do, man. Because like I said, I'm looking at this from the numbers, not know who hurt you and all the other stuff. I just don't understand why people are not addressing the data like you objectively can. I just don't understand that.
Hey, Ramil, I'm about to hop off though, but I just wanted to say real quick, watch out for the monkey dancers and the flip floppers like Platinum Eli. You know he's gonna show up, even though he was talking shit in the chat over there. But you know how niggas do.
I mean, good.
I'm gonna catch y'all later though, man. I'm about to hop off.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Platinum. I don't really say anything Platinum say. I'm not looking at him as one of the heavy, like, what I'm saying? Like, I'm not looking at him like an angry man. Shout out to Platinum. He do what he do. Shout out to Borger for him. He said we have to stand 10 toes down as men brothers. Shout out to Blaze. He said the young lords ain't going. No, we not. Fuck the BS, bro. I'm gonna keep pushing back, bro. You don't need a bitch to be a grown man. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sick of people saying that, man. Shout out to Vision. He said Coach John Thompson died, another black man at 78 RP. Yeah, that legendary college coach. Shout out to him, RP. My bad. I gotta get everybody. Who is next? My bad.
Well, you said I can go.
Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah. What's up, Ramil? What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
What's up, Hug?
Yeah.
What's up,
man?
What's up, brother?
Look, I'm bro.
Borgen, bro.
Right,
They tricking got you, man. They tricking got you.
Hey, somebody take my spot. I jump in. I'm driving, so I wait.
Oh, you're good now. You're good now.
Yeah, but y'all go ahead. I'm driving, so somebody take my spot. I'll jump in later.
I'll take your spot.
Go ahead.
So, Ramil, question. Did you get some stuff from MGTOW?
No, I'm just I guess I'm Mr. Pumper though. Everybody calling me Mr. Pumper. That's what I am. I'm not
Okay.
I'm not red pill because I guess red pill now means you're dealing with racial. Look, I guess I'm just Mr. Pumper though.
Okay, well, MGTOW. You know what? Cause I was listening to the show earlier. And I kind of see both points, Angry Man saying, part of male development is being in certain situations where it requires you to be mature, like having kids, whatever. But at the same time, I see your point is that you can still be masculine without having kids, because there's a lot of single men with no kids, whatever, that are more masculine than men with kids. Because some men with kids act like kids themselves, aren't good parents. So I kind of see both sides of the fence. I'm not choosing, size, whatever. And
that's the problem. See, it can't really be no gray area with this, man. Like, that's the thing, because men get confused, and that's why I'm doing it. Like, I don't think it should be gray area with heavy decisions and financial consequences like this. You know what I mean? That's why
I'm using logic.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
It's
using,
gonna have to be
I'm
two
using,
sides.
yeah, I'm using logic, like, you know what I'm saying, reproduction is part of life. You know, that's how we got here. You know, we can't debate that. You know what I'm saying now. But in today's age, the reason why we don't want to get married, reproduce, is not because we're against it, because that's part of life. It's because a lot of this shit come with negative perks that we don't want to deal with. You know what I mean? Like the child support laws, no fault divorce. We don't want to deal with that because of the perks that come with it. Before, these didn't come with this shit, but now we do. So no, fuck that. We're not taking that deal if it got to come with these fucking symptoms. You know what I'm saying? So why take medicine if the symptoms are worse or it will cause more damage than what you're taking the medicine for? You see what I'm saying? So that's what you was basically trying to tell him. You know that a lot of this shit is just not worth it because it got too much. It's too risky. You know, if we were in a bad way. No, fuck all that, man.
But the problem is that when you assess the risk, you're a little boy. You're an adolescent. You're a teenager in a grown man's body. All the other women saying the same thing. That's the crazy part. The woman, when I said the same thing on Saturday, when a man, like Man of Tomorrow's right. The way I live, it puts man in this power position where he can treat the others how he's been treated. Now he's in the position of power. Now he can dispose of people. And when a man does that, that's considered toxic. And then the woman say the same thing. You're being a teenager. But when I hear that from a man, to me, that's a fucking problem. Okay, because now once again, we're basing being a grown man off taking a risk with a bitch. To me,
unneeded risk.
Exactly. It just doesn't sit right with me. Doesn't sit right with me. Why can't us as black men define ourselves by more than how we deal with pussy? Like, it's so many other ways I define men by more than how they deal with pussy. That's why I don't give a fuck about the trick, and I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm looking at his skill set. What can I learn from him? Business, character. I mean, I'm looking at so many other things for how you deal with pussy.
Yeah,
that's our problem, man. Like, now you're gonna define manhood by going through the
how much bullshit you can go through.
Dude, this is retarded. My bad. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Like, listen, defining yourself post hoc by how much shit you have went through because of the first time you got laid by the same bitch is fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
There is no way in the fucking hell that you would say that you want to be defined by the first time you bought your first drink at 21 years old. Nobody would want to be defined by the first store that they walked in when they was 21 years old, when they legally was able to drink alcohol and they was able to buy a drink. This is what the access to pussy has meant to most of these dudes. This is the greatest sight of their most fervent failure, was the ability to be took by a hoe. And they want everybody to go through the same experiences. I think it's something that shouldn't be repeated. I think it's something that should be highlighted. I think the way that they're actually dealing with what they're actually talking about, it should be a documentary. How many documentaries do you see with, the J community when it comes to the Holocaust? It can't be enough. There should be enough documentaries out there with what black men go through when they deal with these women. It doesn't even matter if you are a motherfucking street dude. We need to highlight this shit what decent dudes go through, right? It shouldn't be no end to the fucking documentaries of what happens when you have a kid within this environment with somebody who can take your ass to the fucking cleaners. It shouldn't even be a problem displaying that. But if we wanted to display that your life should be including other, dude, listen, am I supposed to think that I have a better fucking quality of life where I am right now? We're a woman of another culture. Or am I supposed to actually, based on the simple fact that a bitch took me on any level, and I'm supposed to bring up that shit as the actual verification of my masculinity? It's crazy. Women would never define themselves out in public by the dudes who they got ran through by. They would never fucking do that.
Shit, they got campaigns trying to talk about, I don't want to be defined by the man I deal with, but yet here we are as black men trying to tell about literally how we do with females. They trying to break away from. That's a good point.
You know what I hate, Ramil? You know what I hate? Men in this sector, I ain't gonna say nobody's name. They actually said, if you're a grown man and you're not getting any pussy, we will clown you. I'm like, that is so high school. Like, you're gonna clown another man
just because
pussy
though?
No, just
They be
pussy in
fucking
general.
ugly fat
Just
bitches.
no,
That's the
just sex
pussy
in
they
general.
get.
No, it's sex in general. If you're not getting sex at all, then you're a lame man. There's something wrong with you. That's what they said.
I just don't think
Like
that's
I
the
said, once
case,
again,
and
us
it
as
can't
black
be
men.
the
My bad. Go ahead.
case because
No, go ahead, bro. Go
it's
ahead.
just that they're trying to define or trying to write over everybody's masculinity with their failures within this environment. And that is something that we cannot allow to happen. Can you imagine anybody who has been lowly compensated for any type of job to actually wash over their failures over the people who is highly compensated within the same job in any environment? Do people look at you like you're insane? Like, dude, listen, the hoes got you. It's fine. Teach dudes not to be in that type of situation. And here's the thing: most of these dudes who claim they got these games and they still are going to child support court over these fucking women, nobody wants to be in those situations. Men want to be compensated equally for the time that they put into shit. And we know that within this
Mm-hmm.
environment that that's not able to happen. So to brag on the fact that since you haven't been through baby mama drama, you ain't shit as a fucking man, nigga, fuck all that. That shit needs to die tonight. I don't want any
Facts.
nigga going through that shit. Like, listen, man. Like, I don't want anybody growing up in the Mississippi Delta to realize what that fucking experience is about. I would never endorse anybody going down there and being raised in that type of environment for 18 or 19 years before I went to another country. I would never fucking endorse that. And I would never hold that over anybody who has not had that type of environment raised in over me. I would never fucking do that. And I've never done it. I've never held the amount of money I made, you know, here. I've never done it. Why? I know what it feels like to be homeless.
You there, bro? Was that it? Man, tomorrow. I think he went out. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
dropped.
we can
I
hear
mean,
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had
we
an
can hear you,
incoming call.
bro.
Hold on, came back.
He's
Maybe
back. He's
that's
back.
my
Go
bad.
ahead.
I mean, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead. Go
Hold
ahead.
on,
Yeah, we
man.
can hear
Tomorrow,
you.
how long were you homeless? What'd you say? You went
All
out
right.
while you were talking.
All right. He's still going in
The
and out. Let me,
tricking got him.
hey, shout out to Grown Man Business in the building, man. He said, men first. Shout out to Grown Man Business. Another heavy hitter in the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Grown Man Business as well. Shout out to you. Hey, man, appreciate you
Yeah.
coming through as well. You there,
Yeah,
man?
man,
Tomorrow,
I'm
you
back,
there?
man.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
go
I
ahead.
had
Go
a,
ahead,
You
bro.
went out,
a
MOT.
phone call come
Yeah.
in. No. I mean,
Okay.
you got a ton of incoming calls. I thought it'd be over because it's fucking nighttime, but apparently it isn't. But like this is what I'm talking about, man. It's like you have to understand that what type of system that you want to hand down to other people. I want to hand down the system that I've been through. I can't hand down my grandfather's teaching to anybody. The dude will be 107 in fucking December. And that's why I'm going to go over all the things that this motherfucker tried to teach and how everybody else failed at it except for a couple of people in the family. So it's like, look, these people thought that they had a shortcut by negotiating with the actual people who didn't give a fuck about them. They lost. They failed. But rather than telling people that they failed, they want to make it look like that these motherfuckers have actually handled the shit properly. And this is why these women, most of them are like 2s through like 4s, think they're running shit in this environment. Because of dudes who think that because they went through those type of circumstances that they're a better man than the next dude. I'm sorry. I went through the Air Force. I heard about the fucking Marine basic training. I don't want to go through that shit. I'm glad I went through the 6 weeks of what I went through. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I'm a better person by being treated by a bigger piece of shit by a group of people who don't give a fuck about me, man. Sorry. It didn't make you a better person. What it did make you defend their gains within the environment. So thanks so much for having me on, man. I got to roll out. So
Once again, shout out
All
to
right,
Man
peace,
Tomorrow,
bro.
man. Just
Peace
coming
out,
out here.
man.
Yeah, peace out, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to Man Tomorrow's channel, man. He just, like I said, came through and just showed his ass, man, on the cash. I do, man. That shit was shit threw me off still. But shout out to Man Tomorrow, man. Hey, man, no, he's 100% right, man. I'm sick of men defining literally their masculinity, defining like literally their manhood by how they deal with pussy, man. Black men are going to continue to think about that, continue to stay at the bottom. That's just a fact. I forgot who was next, man. It's a few of y'all. I lost track. Which one was it?
I think. Oh, spiritual logic was out.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
He was
Go ahead,
in now.
spiritual. Go ahead, spiritual.
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes,
go
we
ahead.
can hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
we
ahead.
can
Okay,
hear you,
yeah. Yeah, Ramil, you made very simple, logical points. You know, we don't live in a biblical society with a biblical culture where men have legal authority and rulership over their families and their resources. We don't live in that world. We live in a world where women are empowered and incentivized to be hoes, to exploit men and leverage the system against us. And you made good points. You have to move with females from a position of authority and power. And the best way to do that is to avoid being entangled into the legal system. If we look at the stats, you said you eloquently said all the stats. You said about the men dealing with child support, dealing with divorces, and dealing with all these issues. And these guys are just are not living an objective reality. They live in fantasy.
Oh, you Borgin, brother.
You bugging again, man. Bugging in,
He
man.
going out.
Spiritual, this nigga riding through the You good, man? I'm gonna give him time to come back. Which one was next, man? It's been a few of y'all.
What's up? Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Daniel.
How y'all fellas doing, by the way? How y'all doing?
Good, you.
man. How about you?
So real quick. So what I heard on Bernard Riley's show was an embarrassment by Angry Man. Here's the thing. He's trying to act all tough, trying to talk all tough, but I bet $100 that his wife be bossing his ass around in that house. That's why they're fucking married, because he's doing what his wife says. He's not running shit, because most married men that I talk to, you know what they tell me? Oh, my wife is the boss. My wife is running the house. Every married man I talk to tells me the same shit. Their wife is running it. And also, I just want to mention real quick, I'm 25 years old.
Hold on there, young fella. Hold on now.
Whoa. I'm saying every married man I talk. My bad, Mr. Fantastic. The people that I've talked to in my area, especially in the military, a lot of married military men, they just tell me that their wives be bossing them around. And I just think it's pathetic. But real quick, though, I'm 25 years old. I'm in the Air Force. I'm single. And I got to say something right now. It's very peaceful. I don't have to worry about a bitch telling me what to do. I don't have to worry about a child. The money's mine. I can do whatever I want with it. It's freedom. And also, I know the risk of marriage. I know that it can screw you over in the long run. So for me, Ramil, I think they misunderstood you. They keep acting like you're anti-marriage, but they don't understand what you're trying to say is that at the climate that we're at right now, it is not smart to get married because women.
Let me clear this up real quick. Once again, like I said, I understand. I already know what the data says. The nuclear family with both would stay together produces the best children. I know this. This is just I know it. But that's going to be depending on her. So I'm saying, like, under this climate of the legal system, and under the climate of the behavior and the culture, those two things is the reason why it's and the legal system and the culture is two things. Men shouldn't even be thinking about this shit, man. It's just an automatic L. But go ahead.
And also, I'm really getting sick and tired of these pro-black niggas saying, yo, you need to marry in the community. Fuck no. The community is dead, man. Why are y'all trying to set these young black men up for failure to be miserable for the rest of their lives? If I have the power, why would I give the power to a bitch? Why would I do that? Because remember, if you give a woman an inch, she will take a mile. Women will do anything to get ahead. They do not give a fuck about you. I've been trying to tell the dudes this all the time. These women do not give a fuck about you. They will play their part to get what they want. That's it. They just want your resources. But as a man, if you haven't controlled that shit, then you win every time. The problem with men is that they keep giving these hoes something to look at. They just keep giving these hoes power, attention. If we just focus on our shit, who cares what these? I'm like this. Let these hoes hang themselves. If they want to be hoes, let them. They're not going to control my money. They ain't touching my fucking bread. They can go somewhere else with that shit. Oh, you need to buy me this and that. Nah, bitch, you independent. Go buy your own shit. I saw that shit with Solo TV84, Janae and Brandy. That man, I've been saying these hoes are fucking crazy. I don't know why Angry Man is still trying to tell us young men to marry these hoes. These women are dumb. They don't bring no value to a man's life. And the shit that comes out of their mouths, they bring no logic to the table. They say dumb shit that doesn't even matter, that brings no value. They're a joke. Us men are the breadwinners in the shit. We run this shit, and these women need to know their place. And that's all I got to say.
Yeah, fact. And that's why when I said, and then when they did ask me, when Obsidian asked me, I agree with everything you just said. When Obsidian asked me, what would it take for a woman for you to be with a woman? And when I say that type of stuff, I'm telling you, like, this is where I go off on my thing. The only way, in my opinion, that could ever happen is if they're in the oppressed position. I'm talking about, like, when I had basically what I described, you know, her just got to be in the house, no social media, no nothing. Any money she makes is money. And when I say stuff like that, that comes across as oppressive. So I'm not even gonna fuck with it because
the legal system has to be restructured.
Yeah, it had to be like, you know what I'm saying. So many. I'm good. I mean, like that. Look, it's not even a choice. Man, shout out to Lil Big Nate, man, for the cash out. Shout out to Lil Big Nate for showing out. I appreciate you, brother. Urka, let's get this rotated a little bit.
Hey, real quick, let me check.
Go ahead, Fantastic. Go ahead.
So niggas claim how to do it. Look, man. Hey, I know y'all niggas got an issue or whatever with what Angry Man said, but Angry Man got a motherfucking platform. Angry Man got a panel. He pretty much do open them shits up. So let's not throw all these motherfucking shots at Angry Man. I mean, on real shit. I mean, they said what they had said, so you ain't trying to bring no motherfucking heat to his fucking neck. And Angry Man ain't never been shy no fucking confrontation. So I mean, keep the shit less about motherfucking Angry Man, especially his personal life and aspect of the shit, bro. And let's just keep it to the motherfucking topic, all right? We ain't got to talk, especially you get to talk about niggas' families and shit and all this other shit. And like I said, the only reason I ain't say nothing earlier, nigga, I'm over here trying to eat this shawarma, nigga. I'm trying to eat this shawarma, bro. So
I mean, I 100% agree. I 100% agree, but I will say that I will respect because he did to be fair, he is doing a stream and he was addressing me on his stream. That's why I did address him on it.
Okay, well, I'm just saying that I don't know if it's still going. I ain't trying to niggas. You know, niggas acclaim that, oh, nigga, you did it for Game Changer, nigga. So again, I
got you. That you gotta say your name. Yeah, I'm just responding because I'm just responding. This stream is a response not to the Bernard Riley stream. This is a response to Angry Man. He started off saying again. He just started
I didn't know he made it. My bad, Ramil. My bad. I didn't know he made it.
I was there.
Yeah, it's not.
I saw the super chats. Them dudes kept saying that Ramil is a child and all this shit.
Was going in. He was like,
yo, bro, this is fantastic. They were attacking Ramil, bro.
I didn't know, bro. I didn't see it. I didn't know. I've been fucking working out and on a couple other panels. So
you good, bro?
I just found out this shit about on Zero's panel. So I didn't even know. I didn't even watch the shit this morning. I didn't know it happened.
Right.
I was like,
bro, I wish you would have. I wish you were on there, Mr. Fantastic, man. I think, bro, it would have been very good, bro. All you fellas.
It's all good, but you know, either way, man, the message had to get out, man. It was like 800 motherfuckers. It has to be. It can't just be what they talking about all the time. I'm sorry, man. And I don't be letting a lot of stuff ride. Usually, I don't even hop on the panels like that. Like if you notice, like when they talk. When the Angry Man of City, I don't even hop on those panels. You know what I mean? Usually, but today I was just, man, I just like, you know what?
Yeah.
Now you're gonna talk. Now you're gonna call this. You're gonna call this the red pit. Now this is the red pit. Oh no, come on, man.
Hey,
now you bullshit,
I was there
man.
with you too because I'm a bachelor too. So, you know, I know Brother Hazen was here before me. Brother Hazen, you want to go first before jumping on?
Okay, thank you. Thanks for having me up, Ramil. You know, there's one thing I want to get off first. First of all, now these older niggas know better. They know what they're doing. I've heard your streams. I heard the music you listen to. Man, this shit ain't nothing new, Ramil. I mean, think about Aretha Franklin talking about being another link in the fucking chain in the chain of hoes that the dude got. This shit has been going on in the culture forever. It's nothing new. And look, all of these dudes. They sitting up here selling ran through hoes that they used to run through in their youth to young brothers that don't even know any better, but they know better. I mean, it's been going on forever by niggas outside of YouTube.
Hold up, buddy. Did you just say that they're trying to send the ran through hoes, the hoes they ran through, sell those same people?
The same type. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, same type. Okay, I thought you said
the same type. Okay. Hey, they'd even send the same ones. I mean, they sending the same kind of females that they ran through in their youth. I mean, look at this. We done heard all these niggas talking about Freaknik and shit in the 80s. We know damn well. This shit is bullshit. I mean, and the other point I wanted to make up, and they talking about starting families and doing all this shit. There is no way that a man can start a family with dysfunctional assholes. There's no way it don't add up. I mean, you can't get 7 out of 2 plus 2. It just don't work.
You got that right.
Man, that's all facts, man. Shout out to JJ, man. He said NY, Philadelphia, Atlanta to Dominican Republic, 275 to 500, condo 35 a night, car full of groceries, 35 for a week. Hey, man, he's trying to. We got an S5SBM promoter in the building. But shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. Appreciate it. Shout out to NEU for the cash. I appreciate you, man. He said good this morning, man. I tried, man. Shout out to NEU. I do appreciate you. No, that's facts what you said, bro. Let me get it back around. Make sure I get everybody. Who's after him, man?
Fast.
Well, Brother Ramil, I wanted to jump. I was waiting for you to go live, because I was there.
I wasn't even gonna do it, man. But when he went, I had to.
Because they wouldn't let the people who had opposing view like me, you, and Brother Keith. You notice every time Brother Keith wanted to speak his mind, he will get interrupted. But if he stayed quiet and he tried to, he'd be like, okay, you guys are keep going, and then he tried to interject, he was being pushed back. Now, what I wanted to say over there that I didn't get a chance to, even society shows us history over and over again. Married men have a role to play in society. Why? Breeding. You can't have more slaves in society without having children. Now, you don't need to be quote-unquote married to have children. We have many quote-unquote bastard children out here, right? But the whole purpose of marriage was for a social construct. But the thing is, the way America or Western society is going, marriage has no value no more, right? People are still having, it doesn't mean if people are not together, children are being born. But you need certain men in society to be quote-unquote bachelors, single men. Why? They have no attachment. A man who has a family, it's hard for him to focus on his job if you send him, on duty, right? In ancient time, warriors, they prefer to have men who had no attachment. Why? They have nothing to lose. But a man who has a family, he can't, he can go out there and give his life to quote unquote the nation because he has family back home. Like, what I'm saying? But it's like a man who has nothing to lose, he's ready for it. He said, you know what? This is my duty and everything. So you need a few. I mean, even society shows us the number of men who have families will always be higher in society. But the way the rhetoric is pushed, it's as if, hey, if you're telling black men not to get married, you're gonna quote unquote kill the race. I'm like, bro, we already know black people multiply like rabbits. So if a few decides not to marry, it's not gonna affect, because at the end of the day, the manosphere is like, it's a small percentage. So your message, quote unquote, will never go against the status quo because the majority rules. So you still need a few group of men.
Well, hold on, but 51% of black men are single and childless. So you got the message is
it's going, yeah. I'm saying it's having an impact. Yeah, and think about this, Ramil. I'll use within my own circle. My friends who are quote unquote black, who have a family. You want to know all thing in common they've been telling me for the last 15 years? They've been like, man, fasting, you're lucky, man. He's like, I love my children. I love my family. But, man, if I could go back, he said, I'll be like you, man. No attachment. And this pandemic,
I used to hear that a lot in the military. But let me
bro, man, business trying to get on. He wants the link.
I'll put the link there. All right. Shout out to Steve. He said, y'all fake as fuck. Y'all don't have smoke for Kevin when they say the same thing about marriage. I mean, I said plenty of times.
I told him to pull up on the panel if he wants to talk that shit.
No. Anyway, I said plenty of times. Me and Kevin do not agree on that marriage. I said plenty of times. I mean, I don't know how many more times I got to say it. You know what I mean? I've said the same thing many times over. That's just one thing me and him just don't see eye to eye with. Shout out to Kevin. And on top of that, his show is proving point again why I'm right. Okay, that's why I like it. It's proven point again why I've been right from the jump. All right, 30 years old, dress size 14. Talking about you want a nigga make $400,000. These are the type of woman you telling us to get with. It personifies why pumping up should happen. And plus, so yeah, I never agree with Kevin on that marriage stuff. He knows that. I know that. Matter of fact, I talked to him today. Shout out to Kevin. But no, I definitely he knows that. But he don't got a problem with it. Here's the thing. Here's the difference. When Kevin say when he know I don't agree with marriage, he not well. You're not your masculinity is what? He's single. He's doing his own thing. So it's not it's not angry man. He gotta get the smoke today, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my say on that, man.
Yeah. I mean, I pretty much say what I needed to say. We need bachelors in society to do certain things that men who are married cannot. You need it. You need it.
No, man, we right now we need it more than ever, bro. I'm telling you, dog. Men are getting smashed by this system, dog. It's not even it's literally in front of our eyes, man. It's literally all the men capable for marriage has been through the ringer. That's the funny part. So I'm just saying, man, like it's right in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not. You ain't finna tell me I'm blind, man.
Yeah. I think the way I understand it, I think there's like I won't call it a sense of urgency from the elders or whatever, but like I said, this pandemic has done a lot of things. But the feeling I'm getting, because there was something similar, like a pushback against the quote unquote ministry when I was on Brother Kuda's channel when the journal came in, and I was basically mentioning, I say, regardless of what people may say, the ministry has been very positive for men. There's like I gave an example. There's always a radical, a extreme left, and a moderate. But overall, the ministry has been very, very positive. Why? A few years ago, right? There was a push against men, quote unquote, pulling out of the system. No more dates, no more paying for, right? And people thought it was a joke. And then mainstream began to say, oh, there are less young people dating. Clubs are, they're losing money. People are not going. Strip clubs are closing. They were saying that. And guess what? This pandemic comes, accelerated everything. And I think some of the people who benefit from that system, I don't know what's going on, but it seems like some people are hurt. And to me, it shows that the message of the ministry is reaching out, because the effect of society is they're noticing clubs are closing down, right? Some clubs have been here open for years, like in the Houston area, but this pandemic closed. Why? Because no more customers. When everything open up, they're not open. So something is happening where people are like, you know what? Why do I have to go to a club? Why do I have to spend money on a date? The young people, they're learning. Statistics are showing younger people, there are less younger people of my generation, meaning 30 and under, getting married. So somewhere, somehow, the young people are realizing the game. Like there's another where young men are not buying homes, right? The old generation was what? Get a mortgage, settle down, build a family. The new generation, renting. That's why renting is going up, because most people don't want to get a house. The real estate business, when it comes to having a home and family, some of the people who have real estate, they're saying even though money's booming, but they're noticing most of the people who are quote unquote getting homes are from the older generation, not the younger generation. So something is happening out there. So regardless, people will say, I'll say, for me, being in this space since 2009, I'm seeing what the ministry has been talking about these years, and it's happening. And I think some people, seeing things happening within your eyes can be, a little bit, I won't say fearful, but it's kind of like a shock. It's like, wow, it's really happening. Clubs are closing down, and where a few years ago, less than 2 years ago, people thought that something like this will never happen. But look at it now, 2020.
Yeah, fast. That definitely going down, man. And that's why we gotta keep pushing, man. Real quick, let me get to Gourmet Business real quick. Then we come to JI. What's going on, Gourmet Business? Appreciate you coming through, man. What's up, man? Appreciate the super chat as well, bro. Bro. GMB, you there?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother. Appreciate you coming on.
Stay long, man. Shout out.
Somebody got background noise. Somebody got YouTube playing in the background, or
Yeah, somebody got some back feed, man. It
Are you
ain't
good
me.
now? Go ahead.
Yeah, man. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. And it's the same message that I've been saying for several months, and I pretty much everyone uh, can reiterate my statements. Unfortunately, a lot of people are afraid to speak on it. Once you started inviting female strags and people that are regurgitating your talking points to your spear, then undoubtedly your spear is doomed. Okay. I'll tell you another thing that is a big problem, man. And a lot of people don't talk about this as well. You get a lot of these people sitting up here on these panels, and even in some of the content, they sit up here and talk about red pill and male empowerment. And they are sitting up here, tricking off on these same fucking bras that they tell you to stay away from. That is a problem. There's also a reason this spirit hasn't grown as much as it should. And, it may be a problem to some. I don't really have a problem with the pump and dump. My whole thing is, as being a man in this space, I can also say that I am pro SYSBM. I am for men finding whatever lineage, whatever female that is going to be submissive to his program. At the same time, I am pro family. So if you're gonna do your thing, man, if you're gonna do your thing or whatever it is, man, I ask you do it responsibly. Don't be procreating with women that you don't see a long-term future with. A lot of the times we see it as all women are bad. Women know, no women and all this other bullshit. But at the end of the day, man, there are some decent women out there. Unfortunately, most of us have been enveloped into this thought hop culture where we see Instagram thotties who really don't look like they really present themselves as the standard of the type of women you should deal with. And I encourage brothers of all spectrums to, take a look at what's really going on, man. And some of them need to find comfort in their own company. Stop trying to chase the vag. Stop trying to chase it behind women. It doesn't matter what women have going on, how they're trying to look, how they're trying to present themselves. If you're going to not deal with women at all, just do it responsibly. But if you are going to deal with women and you're going to be one of those guys who are behind the scenes, skeeting in these bros, sitting up here talking hardcore, and you're not really about what you're talking about, I ask you protect yourself. And that's all I'm going to say.
No, I definitely agree. I've always talked about being responsible with the casual lifestyle. I just, like I said, shout out to all the men who out there pro family. I'm just not going to define somebody's masculinity by it. But like I said, I'm always about responsibility. You never hear me get on here and say be irresponsible. And now I can't speak for niggas in the chat. Like I said, I'll never forget the day I did that poll on that survey, and I asked how many of you niggas in the chat are smashing Raw after the first time. A lot of you niggas had put ones. I was worried. You know what I mean? I look, man. I'm trying to tell you, niggas, not telling you niggas out here and be irresponsible. That's on y'all niggas. All right, but please don't take that. What I'm saying like that. All right, because y'all niggas out here tripping. All right, you niggas are some nasty niggas in the chat. I will never forget that. All right, but y'all niggas got it. Yeah, y'all grown men. I can't tell y'all what to do. But no, I definitely agree with grown man business. Definitely be responsible with what you're doing. Anything
Hey,
else you
Ramil,
want to add?
Raw is life.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, some of these niggas, man.
Nah,
Some of
no,
y'all
I'm
niggas, some of
checking.
y'all niggas don't need to mess with females at all. Some of y'all just don't give a fuck. All right, some of y'all niggas, man, I would never, man.
Yeah, gotta protect yourself. We all about health.
Yeah, y'all niggas. Anything else you want to add, bro? I got hit you one minute. All right, let me get to Ji because Ji ain't saying. Hey, what's going on, Ji? I appreciate you coming through, man. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, man? You got it. But no, on this topic, honestly, I don't understand how it went so left because originally I mean, after niggas got in and got niggified, I guess. And I don't watch Angry Man's channel. I'm not familiar with his content. I just know that he's considered one of the big three or whatever. But what he said was that if you don't have kids and you're missing out on an aspect of masculinity, I didn't take it as he was saying you were less than a man. I just took it as him saying you just don't have that type of life experience, like somebody saying
But let me tell you how
somebody
you're wrong. Let me
50.
tell you how you're wrong. The reason why you're wrong is because he clearly said out of his mouth that
Exactly.
my way of living is you are a grown adolescent. You are a grown
Yeah.
teenager. He
Yeah.
said that out
Okay,
of his
now
mouth.
if he
He
now if
said
he
that
said
shit.
that, then if he said that you that
He said it.
then that's wrong. So if it
Yeah.
went left that way, then yeah, that's wrong. But the initial thing that
But that's
his
what he meant.
initial statement
'Cause-
is what I heard. What he just said is just an aspect or whatever. I didn't think he was trying to say you're less of a man for not having kids or anything like that.
That's why
That's exactly
that's
what he
why I told
said.
you that. That's why I told you that later statement, because that's clearly what he meant when he
Yeah.
said those statements. That's him clarifying, like, yes, you are an adolescent, you are a grown teenager, you are moving.
Okay,
Even though
yeah,
I'm being
then that
responsible, I have no children. I don't have. I'm not being. It's just I'm on my business, making money, networking with other black men. I mean, I just that shit was just crazy to me. So that's what he
yeah, then
meant.
that's completely out of pocket. The whole who hurt you, all that is foolishness. We all know that. Once you get into those female talking points and all that other nonsense, that shit is crazy. But this is I don't know. If you ask three different people what red pill is, you're gonna get three different answers. So there's no rule book with the shit. So all this stuff that we talk about over here, the things have gotten so meshed that since we were black people, we all just kind of people thought that we would just all agree on everything, but we're not all the same. Everybody has these different nuances. So I think that the manosphere is going to further fragment further than it has in the 2.0 and 3.0, the live streamers or whatever, into differing groups of thought. So I'm wondering if what the people like um, Kevin Samuels and Obsidian them said, if we can pull the black manosphere into something where it is a one, like a unified type of thing. Because I remember back when y'all were talking about they were talking about having some type of club, not club, but meeting behind the scenes to make that happen, and never heard about that ever again.
I mean, like I said, man. Like I said, I don't know. That's why I'm gonna keep being in this space. But for
Can
the
I say something,
second,
Ramil?
yeah, you go ahead. Then I'm gonna
I
how
got,
about you, man? Tomorrow. What's up? What's
Oh,
up?
you want to go ahead, grown man?
Was that you,
nah,
GMB?
man. I just got a question, and this is for the. And I'm not trying to distract anyone from saying their talking points. But
No, you
when
good. You
have
good.
can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah,
Go
we can
ahead.
hear
Yeah,
you.
go ahead.
When have male divas become the standard for the black manosphere? Because you always hear these same names come up. You know what I'm saying? When we're talking amongst each other as men, or supposed to be men, we always bring up someone name. It always got to be the trending person, someone that is hot right now. You understand what I'm saying? Is that the standard for masculinity? Is that has become how far we have fallen when it comes to the standard of black masculinity? Now, if you're not married, it's cool. That I have no knock on you. We know that a lot of black women have forsaken a lot of black men, but at the end of the motherfucking day, there is no one on this panel, there is no one in that chat can tell you that they completely don't want to deal with a black woman. If a black woman is in her right mind, you're going to deal with her. If she's attractive and in her right mind, you're going to double down on that and you will deal with her. My thing is, this coat telling. You keep hearing the same names brought up in all these chats of someone that is become popular. It's almost like some high school bullshit. At the end of the day, my interpretation of what's going on may be different from a lot of other men's interpretation of what's going on. I still want to see black men become the best version of themselves. And in some content, just because someone is growing subscribers, it doesn't mean that it's going to apply to you. The definition of high value man, that shit is subjective. It really is. It depends on your morality. It depends on your spirituality. It depends on who you are as a man. And so I'm not going to be one of those type of people that's going to prescribe to something that hasn't shown its work of something sustainable when it comes to producing strong black men or growing a platform for strong black men. This is why I say, man, you have to make the distinction between actors, YouTubers, and people who are here to send a clear-cut message to black men and empower black men. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Well, let me speak to that real quick. The reason that I refer to the Trinity or whatever they're called, O'Shea, I found everybody in this space through O'Shea. He did interviews, and I found he interviewed Ramil, fantastic. I found everybody in this space through him. So when I came out, I thought he created, because I found literally everybody here through him. It was him, Obsidian, and Angry Man. I never watched Angry Man. Only listen to Obsidian when he's like on other people's stuff or whatever. But that's why I thought they created the space. So that's why when I refer to them, I just refer to them because I thought they created it just out of the respect for that. But everybody here is a man. I don't think anybody worships or deifies anybody.
Well, yeah, that's a high man. Got this, man. Oh, man.
I thought they created this shit, so I just gave them their respect for creating it. Like, hey, black men needed a space to talk. I thought they created this. Now, if you don't agree or whatever, that's cool. And I don't worship or deify anybody. But that's why I mentioned them though, because I thought they created this space.
Yeah, but we do got to kind of stop getting into the. I mean, like I said, especially if the stream's not about them. I do. It is. But anyway, let's shout out to Dr. Lord Q. He said, "Much respect, brothers." Shout out to Tackman. He said, "We're living in a bad sexual society. Level up." That's a fact. Let me get Man Tomorrow back in here, and then we're gonna chat again. Hey, what's up? What's up? Appreciate you coming back, Man Tomorrow. You got to add anything else? You there, MOT?
Not really. I mean, like, not really that much. It's just that you have to realize the definition between the points that are made within the space and the narratives that are behind them. Nobody would think that they are a man who is of what value within the space because they've been through the actual bullshit within the space when it came to women. Like, let's say you and me, for example. I dodge this shit. That's the reason why I pay attention to it. So what happens if a person who would decide to define their entire life based on the bullshit that they've been through versus a piece of who haven't been through it? You would actually have to defend both points from beginning to end. But the women who actually want to be a part of those conversations would wait on the best argument between both sides, left or right, to actually defend their point of view. And I'm like, dude, listen, we have the best position because none of this shit can matter unless our voices are actually being held to this shit. So that's all I got to say on that, man. Wanted to come through. Thanks for having me on. But
Actually,
if you want to challenge my point of view, I'm open to it. So where am I going wrong? Like, where I am going wrong? If you feel that I am wrong on what I am saying, please tell me where I'm going wrong at.
No, I think you're right.
You're right, man. But I'll say this, man. We can't let one person define what a high value man is. That is my point. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, but he's doing it for a specific reason.
We can't let one person define what masculinity is, because you know
Right.
it's subjective. That is the point that I'm trying to prove right now.
All this is subjective. All of it.
Yes. Yeah, I've been
It
hearing
is.
about Kevin
I mean,
Samuels.
like,
Why does
dude,
everybody keep going by Kevin Samuels standards? It don't make
No,
sense.
I mean, like,
here's
dude,
why
like,
what
this is what I'm
MOT
saying.
says is so powerful, because MOT's is not subject. He just says purely productivity. It's not subjective if you're talking about being productive. That removes subjectivity from it, because people can see if you produce or not.
Yeah, no, I agree. No one person can
Facts.
define that. That's a subjective thing. I definitely agree with that. I mean, like I said, I keep it. I mean, look, at the end of the day,
I mean, dude, like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm willing to be challenged on why I'm wrong.
no, I don't think you're wrong.
No,
Like,
no, you're not
No,
wrong
you're
on
right.
that. You're not wrong on that, MOT.
You're right.
no,
Dude,
I agree with you.
it's just that I'm not out
I mean,
here.
tomorrow, man.
So
They
that
said
way
you have to yak, man. You taking no dose. You have to cognac. They talking about you have to yak in the chat, man.
Sipping that Hennessy, bro.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't drink that type of shit.
All right, I thought you had a stroke, motherfucker, man. You should learn.
You good?
He a
BK,
truck
man, tomorrow?
driver. He can't drink. He a truck driver. He can't drink.
My bad. I ain't really.
Facts.
I'm
No,
saying.
I can't do that. Like, dude, I'm sitting out here. Like, dude, if I were to turn the camera on and tell you exactly what the fuck I'm sitting on, this shit would make you guys look worse than what Marco Grande is actually telling you about. Like, dude, I'm not trying to do this shit on purpose. I'm trying to get you to think like a dude who has high value. Period. Dude, people know me within this space. I am not lying about my lifestyle at all. I'm trying to get most people within this actual life, within this space, to actually think what happens within this space when you take yourself first. Once you take yourself first within this space, no woman's opinion will have any type of sway over the shit that you actually do within this space. It wouldn't even matter. It doesn't even matter.
I say this, MOT. We should stop inviting women's opinion to this. You
Facts.
These are things that are diluting the message. It makes it hard to reach a lot of black men when you have women up here arguing talking points that are counterproductive to black men. You understand what I'm saying? So this is a problem, and as men, we should all stand up against that. Inviting women who are regurgitating our talking points to this space should be a problem for all of us. People that are monetizing our talking points for financial gain and being openly invited to this space is a problem. And we should all, you got 10 people up here on this panel, and anyone that agrees to that bullshit shows that their message is diluted.
Any person on this panel can, like, I don't even want to release my real name, but like, dude, any person who's known me within this space can say that I am exactly who I say I am.
Oh no, MOT, you don't have to prove. No, we know. No, that is a fact. MOT definitely. I'm telling you guys, he is. I mean, like I said, even earlier, even before, even today, even though he got the biggest donation ever, even before today, that's already been known. MOT is definitely. I don't think you had to prove anything to anybody. But I think we've all seen it. We've known you've shown it. I even know behind the scenes.
We all know what's up.
Yeah, no, you ain't got to prove nothing.
MOT is not the only successful brother on this panel.
And Savage Grown Man too as well. Grown Man Business is also about, it's
Grown Man Business probably has a better model than I do when it comes to being successful on an individual level. And I can say that. I can say that as an individual. I can say that. And I could be 100% on the actual level of, like, you know what? I'm going to sit back and I'm going to promote the guys who actually have the actual same level of successful systems. Because right now, I want to promote successful systems of success rather than people being successful itself. Anybody can be successful when there's marketplace on that, but not everybody can produce a successful system. That's harder to prove a successful system. So what I'm saying is that you have your anything that you want. Like, dude, I have no problem flying to nobody's city, showing them in their actual individual city how they can do this shit. I've never done it. I've done it to like two people in this space because they pissed me off hard enough to where I have to go to their city and actually tell them I am exactly who I say I am, but I'm gonna come out here dressed exactly who I am, and I can give you a high level course on how you're gonna be able to do this shit. So what I am saying is that I am who I say I am based on the people within the space. I'm not some guy who just made up some shit. I actually have a track record. I don't mind helping black men at all. Actually, most of the people who benefit from this shit are actually bitch ass niggas who want to fucking stunt on other niggas who they think they're real out here. So what I'm saying is simply that we can do this shit without these motherfuckers who are not who they say they are. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with you 100%, man, and I ain't gonna hog the panel. But at the end of the day, man, brothers are out here succeeding. Every black man is not a dusty beta male coon or any of that
Not
shit.
at all.
You have brothers that are actually out here building, you know, and setting the standard, having productive relationships, dynamic black women relationships when it comes to business. You understand what I'm saying? So this narrative of that black men are not doing this or black men are not doing that, that shit is all a facade. And when you go onto these platforms and people are preaching this fucking rhetoric, it is a problem. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I'll say 95% of black women are enveloped in the what you want to call the thought hop, the strag culture. This shit has a stranglehold on most black women, but it doesn't prevent you from having a productive relationship with black women, whether it's pump and dump or being in a relationship with these motherfuckers. It's all about your masculinity. It all boils back to what you are trying to accomplish, what you are trying to have as a man. Are you trying to build anything? You understand what I'm saying? This is the argument that a lot of black women try to have, but at the end of the day, they'll have this argument after they've had 3 children by 4 different men. You understand what I'm saying? As men, we
I mean,
also
but they're unqualified conversations
yeah,
with
but
qualified people.
MOT,
That's
listen,
the
bro.
problem.
We can't sit up here and complain about the straggles when your standard is straggles. You understand what I'm saying? And when you get into
Well, I will agree with you with that. If people's actual idea of cooperation is a woman who would allow you to negotiate with them, then you already lost. Like, I get what you're saying.
He's working.
It's just that I was raised. Oh God! Like, can people hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go
Yeah,
ahead.
we can
Yeah,
hear you.
We can
you're
hear you,
kind of
brother.
slow.
We can
Yeah,
hear
we can hear
you.
you.
You're kind of slow right now. I see you were very happy tonight.
Oh God! All right, so this is what I'm saying, right? It's just that the people who are trying to get the most out of the experience of black men have not been the people who have been the actual ally and beneficiary to black men right now. This is exactly the way it was supposed to be from beginning to end.
well, see that's MOT. This is what I'm telling you. If you are trying to crack holes, you're going to pull holes. You know what I'm
What
saying?
if you don't know anything better than pulling
If,
holes
if,
within the environment where you are?
yeah,
Like,
if you are trying to pull decent women, then your standard has to be that of a man that is trying to pull decent women. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you're going to have to set a standard for yourself. You got to be willing to go home and jack your dick 1,000 times, with all due respect to your platform, Ramil. But
That's all
you have to
good.
you have to be one of those motherfuckers that'll go home and jack off before you deal with a worthless bitch that's working at Sunoco's or a bitch that's working at TJ Maxx making $8 an hour. You understand what I'm saying?
What is Sunoco?
Yeah, but you have to. Yeah, I've never heard these stories, but however,
It's good as
what you're
fuck.
talking like what you're talking about women within these platforms, it's just that you're talking about people who are not even worth your time. Period.
That's what
Before
that's what I'm saying, MOT. You are setting a standard based off what you are hearing women on YouTube tell you the type of women that you should be attracted to, or what a quality man is. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. With these women in these spaces, man, their standards of a high value man, or their perception of a high value man, is that of a slave. You understand what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter. They could be working somewhere with a 420 credit score, and they'll tell you that a real man will come in and provide for her and take care of her and her bastard children. You understand what I'm saying? This is the problem. So many men listen to what women say they want in these spaces. They make that standard. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, dude, like the
And,
most of the space
and
is
in
based
all honesty,
on. Look,
in all honesty,
listen, listen,
these
listen.
hoes are trash. This is what you run into, man. This is what I said, man. At the end of the day, you have to make a discrete distinction between people that are YouTubers and entertainers, whether and people that have a genuine message that is going to take the black race to the next level. If it's going to be pump and dump, let it be pump and dump while
And
you
it
are
should
doing
be pumping
something
them. And
sustainable.
let me defend why that's the case. Like you have to understand that what like me and Ramil disagree on a hell of a lot more than you guys could ever realize. But what we don't disagree on is the end result. The end result is a black man being free to make their own decision and choices within the actual environment. And as long as they got so many people within this environment who can actually think that they have an actual end goal that's better than the actual end result of other generations, there's no way this shit can be done better. I know because I've seen it through law enforcement. I've seen
Well,
it through everything else. Like
brother,
I don't need to be
brother.
like listen, I don't even have to have Ramil as a mentor to consider him a mentor of me. I would be glad to have him as a mentor when it comes
Well,
to me
and
not dealing with this bullshit.
listen, bro. I appreciate everything that you contribute, but at the end of the motherfucking day, you can't control what women choose. These women out here choosing the degenerates of society, all the while
You
complaining.
can choose,
All,
you
uh,
can't control that.
but yeah, and at the same time, complaining about the degenerates of society. These women are not choosing decent men. They're not
I
choosing
mean,
to
but you
get with.
have to understand, you're still going to her actual level of choice as how we should operate. I think that we should let her make her choices. We should actually make sure that we make our choices based on what she chooses and everything else. Like, dude, before I became an actual MP, there was actually career fields that I was actually interested in. And motherfuckers thought I was crazy and insane for thinking that I wanted to do explosive ordnance disposal. Those EOD. If people who don't know anything about the Air Force, is EOD, explosive ordnance disposal. That's what I went into before. But I didn't have the mind state to disarm bombs or any of the other shit because I was smart, but I was specifically smart for that specific career field. I thought I was before I went to the actual career field, but once I understood how the actual Air Force actually worked, I actually thought about it and I'm like, damn, my actual skill set was based on law enforcement because it was like you have a law enforcement mindset based on the way you were raised, based on the things that you actually think and everything else.
Well, look,
But I came in for another skill as headquarter that had nothing to do with why I went into the military.
well, see,
But
MOT,
Hey,
once I understand what I went in for and where I fit in at, it made sense that I changed over.
but see, that's what I'm saying. MOT, you're talking about personal level. everyone experience is different. Okay, we gotta bring it back. And I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna hog the panel, man.
Dude,
Everybody,
dude,
Y'all
bring
good.
your
Y'all good.
harshest criticism. Dude,
but see,
listen.
the thing is about it,
Like,
man.
well, hold on.
Hey,
I want you. I
I live.
want you to bring your harshest criticism. I do not want you to hold back one bit of what you said at all. I want you to bring it all.
The thing,
I'm not saying
about,
this. Listen, wait, hold on.
go ahead.
I'm not saying this so that way you can get one up on me. I want you to get one up on me or 1,000 one up on me. I want you to tell me where I went wrong, and I don't give a fuck whether you make me look like a clown or not. Tell me where I went wrong from the things that I want to do with other brothers that are happening right now within this space versus the things that we're seeing within this space. I want it all.
I think that we're having a conversation about the same things, but we have a different variation of exactly what we're talking about. Okay,
Okay.
my
Explain it.
my whole point is come from the space of saying that a lot of messages are being diluted. Now, you in this space, you're gonna have guys that's with the game gurus, how to get women. You got guys that's gonna come to with the pump and dump, but you're gonna also have men that are about spirituality and masculinity, and all of it is considered a space for men. Once you start introducing the female indoctrinate, to men about what women want and all this other bullshit, because we know what women say they want is completely subjective. What women say they want and what they respond to are two entirely different things, man. You understand what I'm
Yeah, but
saying?
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, I love spiritual logic Hulk because I was raised as a actual fundamentalist Christian. And I would rather be surrounded by men like Ramil who think what he thinks and actual spiritual logic Hulk who thinks what he thinks than I do actual atheists. I'm an atheist. I don't
Well, see,
believe
I'm
in wait,
uh,
hold on.
uh,
Like I actually
see,
believe in the actual idea that the men who think what they think should actually carry out throughout the culture. Me and
again,
Ramil actually disagree on a lot of things across everything else. We never had a conversation on that because I think the things that we actually agree on, as well as me and Spiritual Logic Hulk, the things we actually agree on is nothing worth disagreeing on in public so that way we can be able to go at each other in public. I think that the things that we actually agree on is actually worth more to this space than the things that we actually disagree on.
No,
again,
I agree to that. That's how, like, yeah, you that's hit the nail on the
again,
head, yeah.
proving my point, bro. Again, you are proving my point definitively. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I understand everything that you're saying, but at the end of the day, we can't program black men to sign up for a bad deal. We also, in turn, can't program.
That's not our argument. That's our argument on this side.
But see,
That's not our argument on this side.
but see,
What about getting at the bitch?
Hold on. Let Jim B. What you said, Jim B? Go ahead.
man, you can't force any belief on a man. Just like you brought up religion, it's subjective. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, brothers need to take it upon themselves to do what is best for them. But at the end of the day, man, the way I see things, things that you interpret through your ears, have a profound effect on your psyche. So when you hear women coming in here telling you what they want, and then now all of a sudden, you got brothers that have been deprived of masculinity, guys who have been effeminized by their single mothers and all this other bullshit. They're going to believe that shit. When they hear a woman tell you, a good man is going to come in and be a provider, even though you have multiple children by multiple men, then you're going to think that by that interpretation, you're going to buy into that shit. This is the type of rhetoric that is being spreaded throughout what we call the manosphere. Not only that, you are allowing women to come in to your space and regurgitate,
This is crazy.
hold on, regurgitate the same shit that you was talking about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and come in and monetize themselves off of it and be promoted by the men that we thought were leaders of this manosphere. This is why, it's important. You have to understand that, these motherfuckers that came into Solo TV 84 space or O'Shea space and they get 100,000 subscribers, their message completely changes.
That's not what happened.
And hold on, let me finish. And then you turn around and they don't promote any black men that have the same message. They start to promote women and their talking points. That is my problem. This is my stance on everything, man. You know what I'm saying? This is,
Okay. Now you gotta make me defend O'Shea Duke Jackson, and I'll defend him freely.
Man, look,
You
man.
ready? No. You're gonna put me in this position to defend this space where I put my presence in for the last actual 4 fucking years, and I will defend it freely.
What I'm telling you, man, I don't have anything against Brother O'Shea.
I don't either, but I want you to understand the context of what you're speaking.
What I am saying is, when you have brothers, look, to go back to what you were saying, your talking point, Brother O'Shea have put a lot of people on.
I am one of those people.
I am not talking about him particularly. I am talking about men. When we allow people to come in and spew rhetoric that is anti-man, actually a lot of feminist talking points, that is a problem. You are invading the space that was a sanctuary for men that are going through all kind of shit. This has always been a place for men. And now all of a sudden you're getting seeing females with moderator wrenches and shit, sitting up here.
Well, here's the thing, man. When that shit started on this panel, dude, you're getting way ahead of yourself about what happened within this space. And I'm going to have to defend O'Shea Duke Jackson with actually what I'm saying. Wait, hold on, dude. Like you act as if I wasn't a part of this space with what you're saying. Well, what you're saying is, look, me and BGS made a deal that we weren't going to co-ed each other on panels. Me and fucker Anchorman made a deal we weren't going to go each other on panels. So what you're saying about all the things that you think you have the actual information on, you don't have it on. I was here before most of these people are actually talking about the shit in the way that they're talking about in this space.
So basically, hold on, MOT. So you're talking about deals that y'all made behind the scenes, but at hold on. At the end of the day, the content that is being promoted and that being produced
is outside of that deal. It's outside of that deal.
Okay, then. So the deal is null and void. Are you going to stand up and talk about the bullshit that's going on in a male space that is supposed to be?
Oh my God! Do you not know what my channel is about, sir? That's why I wanted to saddle you in that position. You don't know what my actual position is about within the space. I disagree with Ramil, even Ramil on this panel, about what is actually on this space is about. But I know for certain what I'm talking about. He is actually on point with what I'm trying to do within this space.
That is your position of what you're on your channel, but I am talking about definitively of what you're talking about right now. You understand what I'm saying?
What I'm talking about right now, sir, is that you don't understand. Is that I wouldn't go after that guy on that panel because we made a deal too. We made a deal about what the fuck we was going to talk about against each other in this space.
Before you think there's a rift between me and O'Shea, that is wrong.
There's not a rift, sir. I'm telling you, I'm putting all the cards on the table. I'm filling in all the spaces where you think there's a space at within this space. I don't have a problem with O'Shea.
Listen, hold on.
Period.
Hold on, MOT. If you were filling in the spaces, then you would fill in the spaces where black females have been sitting around listening to our content and started to regurgitate it, and all of a sudden they got 100,000 subscribers. Those are the.
I am not with those bitches, sir. I'm not with them.
Well,
there is nothing on this space or within this conversation that would ever make you think that I care about those women within this space. So if you think that I am, dude, I can defend my track record from beginning to end, even with him. I will defend it. At the end of the day, I can defend everything with it. So if you think that you have an actual spot within my track record that I can't defend, I can defend it all day.
Shout out to the panel, man, or whatever, you know. Hey, Ramil, I saw it. It was going at you on the Bernard show, and the men they weren't showing up, so I tried to come up and get some backup. We need more masculine men in these spaces. You know, the pump and dump philosophy. That's not necessarily my way I look at it, but I can get down with that. It's not a bad way to approach this shit. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to just whining about bitches all day and crying about bitches.
Dude, it isn't about whining and crying about bitches. We talk about this shit that bitches actually do within the space, and they actually need niggas like you, Platinum Elite, to actually hide behind.
I'm not the nigga.
Do this shit.
I'm not the nigga that be in their chat boxes. You niggas say all that shit about these bitches,
nigga,
and then
y'all
fly
here,
y'all fly right into their chat boxes when they go live. Y'all talk about them all. I'd be like, damn. I could go over to all these so-called female channels
Platinum. Why are you in this conversation and not in the bitches conversation? Ask yourself that.
What bitch conversation are you talking about?
These compromised hoes are in your fucking panel rather than conversating with real niggas. You are actually going out here providing actual conversation to these actual hoes that you claim you ain't for. Nigga, you are.
He's talking about because you wrench up bitches and you let them on your panel and you let them talk.
They call me a misogynist. They call me a misogynist. What are you talking about? I don't change my opinion.
I'm gonna go for it as if we didn't have this dude speak on this panel. Like you don't know what the fuck he's doing on this actual conversation. So we're gonna move forward.
I know exactly what I'm doing on my channel. I know. You need to go look at it. Then you'll know what I'm doing.
No, I know. I listened and I've heard and I've been on part of it. So the guy who I was talking to earlier, listen, man. At the end of the day, as long as these bitches have compromised niggas that they can hide behind to move their actual position forward, we're gonna always have this problem forever. Like me, I don't have a problem with these women within this space. I just have a problem with older dudes within this space, older than me, I'm 42, who are making it look like they're not giving the actual position to these women that they can do the actual things that they are doing to these men in this space. Real time that like, dude, I ain't gotta fuck with that. I don't have to fuck with these women on the space. Like I don't need their fucking help. I know these motherfuckers are compromised like a motherfucker when pussy entered the room. And we ain't even talking about women who got their shit to go. We're talking about women who just got pussy, period, in this space, who come to this space where dudes will do anything on this fucking planet to get the actual attention from these women. And it's like, it don't make any sense. Dude, I live in so many different countries. Most of these other women don't have the actual problems that these people have within this environment. And that's just the way it is. It's not even that hard.
I just wanted to say something. Yeah, I was at work and I was listening to that live stream earlier with Bernard and you know, before, like I was thinking to myself like, yeah, why does Ramil not come on this panel with Bernard? And I see why. Like today I saw like it's really like pretty much sometimes you just gotta stay away from certain avenues because it's just like, you know, one, I definitely didn't agree with the whole comment about masculinity and having children and stuff like that. That makes you less masculine. That is totally not true. Okay, so I mean, even what you
And this is
said,
why I'm up here. This is why
yeah,
I'm up here.
yeah,
Let me tell you
and
why I'm up here.
and
Like,
and
like,
and
like,
then
like.
yeah, go
Dude,
ahead.
listen. Like, I don't donate to this dude's panel because I don't agree with him. I donate to this dude's panel because I do agree with him on some form. Like, I have younger brothers, younger like motherfucking cousins and shit, who's in this motherfucking position who I talk to every day. That if they had the level of information that I have to give them to make one simplistic choice and decision that is different than where they are right now, the motherfuckers would be in a different situation.
Right,
Like
right,
I have a different like dude, like motherfuckers don't understand that I have people on two different sides of the situation of the motherfucking situation that's happening in Louisville, Kentucky right now. I have nurses on top of doctors, on top of everybody else who are talking about this situation on different sides of the family, talking about what the fuck is going on out here. And I have to talk to these nieces, nephews, and motherfucking young ass kids about what the fuck is going on within that fucking society. And I have to tell them, like, look, you cannot make that type of decision with your life.
yeah,
At the end of the day, I am your uncle. I am much older than you, but I can tell you straight up, because of the fucking law enforcement background that I have, that this shit is some bullshit.
right,
This shit
right.
would never be able to fucking happen if we was in the military. And I have people who are actually on the military installation and National Guard on both sides of the equation, even in that situation.
Okay. Cheers, brother. All right. So, so, yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I mean, that's totally not true. And it's so lopsided because, you know, as the conversation progressed and got heated, then you had Alan Roger Curry hop on. So basically, the way Alan Roger Curry lived his life, that would basically say that Alan Roger Curry is not masculine enough, and then
Well,
nobody
here's
pointed
the
that
thing.
out. And then also he didn't, you know,
Dude, listen.
I thought he was gonna basically, you know, kind of defend that. And I mean, Alan Roger pretty much he's been in relationships and pumping dumping for longer than Ramil and me put together. I mean,
Yeah,
so
but
as far as
I
you
mean,
know,
what you're looking at it as is the way he's defending pump and dump isn't the way we're defending pump and dump. That's the delight in his life that he actually decided that he was gonna actually defend it as. I could defend a bad position, especially his, because I don't disagree with his position. I actually don't. I think he's probably the most honest motherfucker in this space when it comes to treating these motherfuckers like they should be treated,
right?
all the way
Okay,
from beginning to end.
okay,
So, so like this is what happens when you actually know who the fuck I am, and I get to start defending my actual points in the wide open. I don't agree. I don't disagree with Alan Roger Curry at all. When it comes to treating these motherfuckers like it need to be treated, but you need to be able to treat these motherfuckers in an up to date format from the actual standpoint to where they got this actual point of view to actually how you're gonna be able to take this shit forward from the point of view that he started. You don't have to take these hoes
Hey
seriously.
man,
He has to.
without with all due respect to Dr. Alan Roger Curry, you know, and what he has been doing over the past, I guess, say 30 years or whatever. At the end of the day, man, a lot of these old niggas are the reason that we are in the position that we are in now.
Don't you not
What makes you
understand what
think
my
that?
like?
Because
Hold on. Don't answer that,
look,
dude. You
man,
have to
The fuck?
understand. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What I'm actually telling you is that his opinion is based on his life experience. His life experience is based on the actual things within the actual environment that's based on the things that he has wrote
And
books on.
hey, hold on. And based on all of that, he is still ended up getting married. Okay,
He
so
already married. He's already married.
well, at the end of the day, so what we're talking about right now, man. The reason a lot of these are off the chain, the reason they behave the same way that they behave is because of the entitlement. All of us have that old uncle that comes over that motherfucker. Yeah, girl, I'll pay your goddamn light bill. I'll pay your cell phone bill. This and that. I'll pay this. I'll pay that. Can't none of us say that we ain't got that motherfucking uncle or that cousin or whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? The reason a lot of these women feel entitled is because of old niggas. You know what I'm saying? That
And
have
that's what I'm saying. And this is why you shouldn't be listening to old niggas
so
about their actual.
we can all hold ourselves accountable to what we contribute to the matriarchy, to this gynocentric cesspool, so to speak. We can. What my point is when you allow these people to continue to be out here and run their shit like they have anything productive up until the point that they are at now, that's tangible or conducive to what we have going on right now as black men, that shit is void. Because at the end of the day, you can talk all this game, whatever. At the end of the day, you still want a black woman. And that's no knock on my brother, man. I mean, hey, look, I've been rocking with this man much longer than a lot of people before he even came to YouTube. I've read the books and all this other bullshit. At the end of the motherfucking day, man, it is at time that we as black men stop prioritizing sex and women. If you're gonna use them for what you want to use them for, use the whores. You understand what I'm saying? The ones who present themselves as low value. You use the low hanging fruit. Leave the rest of the goddamn decent women out there, which is very few of them. You got to leave them to you got to deal with them accordingly. As far it's the same thing with black men. We can't sit up here and goddamn argue that we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that with black men. Hey, goddamn, we're not what we supposed to be in a position as men. We ain't gonna be in a position these motherfucking broads because you motherfuckers are still chasing the low hanging fruit.
Remember, you have to recognize, dude, that everything what you said.
Of our problems dealing with the low hanging fruit. We are dealing with women who are not on our level. The fucked up thing about it is we are irresponsible with dealing with low hanging fruit. You will impregnate these motherfuckers. You will go in bareback with these motherfuckers. You will let these motherfuckers sell you a dream of being feminine and submissive. You understand what I'm saying? And you will buy into these broads programs instead of sticking to your standard as a man. These are the problems that we have. And old motherfuckers and all this other bullshit. Hey, look, man, I salute people for what they contributed to the game. But at the end of the day, a lot of that game ended up having a lot of black men in fucked up, compromising positions. Period.
Platinum, I know you're
This
not gonna
is
let them talk
why
against the game like
this.
that, Plat.
No, I mean,
Hold on. Whoever
okay.
just got through talking is very correct. You have to recognize is that the whole point of having these conversations is so that way we can come to the actual point of having the actual discussions based on what we just heard. So you
Well, I
have
know.
to recognize. So you have to recognize is that coming to this space and act like you are the host choice is the actual opposite of the actual black man's period. These women want to make it look like that they are the actual choice of the people within their society and life. And you have to realize that most of these people who came into this society, most of the game niggas, They are not here to actually disrupt the actual system that is in place, so that way we can be able to move forward. They're not here for that shit. They don't give a fuck about it. So that's how I got. But if Platinum Elite want to actually tell me otherwise, I am willing to listen.
Yeah, well, first of all, I will do game. If you guys give me some bread, I'll do some game for you or whatever, or some consultation for you, help you out with the fact you can't get a bitch. You pay me, I'll do that. But my channel is about masculinity. All you got to do, if you
What
can
the
read,
fuck? No,
if you can
let him talk.
if you can read, you'll see that. So I mean, when I look at these big games like these other guys with, who's that? These guys with these huge.
No, on your end.
That ain't on my end. No, it's not.
It
Somebody
is.
a truck or something just went. Somebody driving a truck.
I know. On your end, there's a game, nigga. Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to defend? Oh, yeah, they got huge channels in here, so they're comfortable in this space. And a lot of the guys that you talking about, the guy up in the corner on my computer, the guy in the corner who is those guys, they're over there listening to the game guys. So, look, my thing on this,
So you came to this channel.
I understand what you guys.
Pamela, so you came to this channel to derail the conversation.
No, I
bring it
didn't.
On some other bullshit.
No.
Okay. Okay. So what's the point of you being here?
Well, at first I wanted to say shout out to Ramil on the panel this morning, and this is his channel. And then I was listening to you guys, and you sound like you hit a joint or something. You sleepy or some shit.
Oh, okay. So I'm bitch broke.
No,
Okay,
see, and now the guy was saying something. I was going to offer him some pushback, but I don't think that's going to work. I just don't think it's always going to be a group of men who are going to have sex with these women. I don't care how many black men hold hands and say we're going to all, go to church, turn our back to these women till they behave and act right. There's always going to be a handful of black men who are going to say fuck that, and they're going to have sex with them.
Are you one of these black men? Are you one of these black men?
Well, I'm not having problems with them. No, I'm not going to be holding hands at the beginning because I'm not having problems with them.
I asked a simple
I'm not going to stop. I'm good with them. If I was mad at them, I agree with you. I'm not mad at them. They straight.
Oh, okay. So you're okay with whatever they choose, as long as it's you.
Platinum.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Just say I'm not having a problem with
the bitch.
Dude, it's very clear.
What do you say? What do you say? Platinum simp for? How am I simp for Jessica X and Melody in this space? What do you mean? How? I'm rarely there. She'll tell you that. I'm trying to produce.
Brother,
Yeah,
hey, brother.
How am I simp?
Right quick.
Oh, he just bullshit. Okay, now that guy, he just bullshit. I saw who put that as vision. Okay, my fault. He just full of shit.
So Platinum, I like to make an offer to you. If you're interested, if you have the money, I'm willing to teach you how to acquire a green white knock.
I'm the guy.
Platinum, are you there?
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'm right here. Somebody was talking.
Say it again, game manager.
What I was saying is, it's come to my attention that you're having trouble acquiring a young white knock. If you were to pay me for my consultation in acquiring such a thing, I will teach you how to get one.
He said you can't knock a white bitch.
I didn't say that. I said no. I didn't.
Yes,
you know what? You guys don't listen.
You did say that you had trouble.
No, you guys.
That you had trouble obtaining a young white knock.
Would you allow me to respond to that?
With my consultation.
I've got you. You're gonna help. I'll pay you. You'll show me how to get one. I got you on that. But can I tell you what was said? Because you guys do this all the time. I said the only thing that would make me consider getting back out there in the game is a young white knock. That's become I'm looking for one. No, it's not.
With my consultation, you can help. I can help you find one and knock her, sir.
If you find one, you get her. You take her.
They come up to
you ride that horse.
Oh, well,
I'm consulting you. That's not what's stopping me in the game. It's what's stopping you in the game.
You good then?
They approached me.
You don't sound like you in the game.
I don't know what a game person sounds like, but you don't sound like you have a young white knock or capable.
I don't. I do not.
So I can help you with that. Perhaps if you sounded like me, you would have that ability.
Oh, there you go. Well, you good. If I was you, I'd ride that horse though. If you can get you one,
Well,
I'd go ride that
I
horse.
ride it rigorously on command, sir. However, you're not, and I would like to help you do so.
You don't know me. You don't know what I've done. You don't know what I want to do.
Haven't done,
I'm not thinking about that.
I know what you haven't produced.
I know what
you haven't done, and that's a young white knock, sir. I mean, I can help you do that.
I got you. Okay, I heard you.
Just a bee in your bonnet. Think about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that put it in proper place. Okay, coming from you, I'm putting it proper place.
Perfect.
Man, you niggas are hilarious. First of all, second of all, I'm nigga out for the day. I don't even know. Real quick, once again, shout out to Man Tomorrow. Even though I hope you're good over there, brother. But shout out to Man Tomorrow for definitely bringing the heat today on every level. Look, I'm gonna let everybody get closing statements, man. We're gonna have to get up out of here, man. Y'all niggas went crazy today. This was some crazy shit. Who want to go first for closing?
Hey man, let me
statements?
go first. I'm gonna hop off because this shit is about to get out of hand. Listen, financial abortion for men. Keep on doing what you're doing, Ramil. This space is a great space. I think we're starting to fine tune and get back to what the manosphere was originally about. It's gonna take some pain, some separation, but we're all black men at the end of the day, and we gotta work together and try not to tear each other down. That's it.
All right, shout out to JI, man. And y'all niggas in the chat too, man. I'm done with y'all, man.
Hey man, you
Hey.
might Ramil, you
like.
All right, go ahead, man. Tomorrow, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Damn, bro, what you own? What are you on tonight?
Well, I got something to say.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Tomorrow. I hope you're okay, brother. But go ahead and get your closing statement, tomorrow. Go ahead.
I'm okay. I'm not gonna get mad tomorrow-ish on this shit. But at the end of the day, this guy has to bring some shit to the table that ain't got nothing to do with bitches. And at the end of the day, I love what the fuck I do for a living and everything else in the world. And I do not have to come here to stunt on niggas to, like, dude, everybody knows what the fuck I do for a living. It's not even an actual.
What do you do? I'm not. Are you a truck driver?
Oh no, that's just one part of it. Like, who said that?
I said
Like, who said that?
Broke jeans.
Bro, yeah, brother. Like, brother, I do that shit as a one part of the actual aspect of what I do for a living. I actually buy real estate. I actually do other things, way other things for that shit. I do a hell of a lot other things than just buying
Enterprise
real estate.
Enterprise man. I like that. That's what the type of stuff I'm on too. Like that.
I mean, but I'm not lying about what I do. Like,
I wouldn't. I believe. Shoot, I believe.
No,
Shit, just with the trucking business, I know cats that's pulling, big figures driving trucks, and if they got multiple trucks, I shoot that alone.
What I want to tell you is that this shit is too easy for black men to get. I don't care about who benefits or who don't. I have taught motherfuckers who got way less resources than I do and way bigger actual resources that I have. These dudes have bigger opportunities to do the shit that I am doing bigger and where they are than I am. Like, I don't give a fuck about dudes making more money than I do. I want you to do that. As long as you're not handing the shit over to black ass bitches. Like, that's the one thing that I don't want to do in that and everything else. Because, like, Ramil knows that I'm not lying about who I am. I'm not lying.
We definitely know that, man. We definitely know that. I mean, I don't think
If you're not worried about women, let me add something to you. Don't worry about
Oh
dudes
my
either.
god!
Don't
Thank
worry
you.
about dudes either.
Thank
And then you be 100%
Why
with
would
it.
I need to worry about dudes when the dudes who I need to worry about the dudes who are fucking with these
That's
bitches?
free
Like,
advice for
dude,
you.
All right, 20 days. So man, tomorrow I'm gonna hit you up, man. We gotta make sure I'm gonna make sure everything is straight. But yeah,
please, thank you for a lot. Not really, like using my real
Can I get
name in the chat. Yeah, I cannot thank you more. But go ahead.
oh hell no, I would never do that. All right,
okay?
yeah, all right,
This
shout
this
out, go
these
ahead.
are
Who's next closing statements?
I go up. I go up.
okay.
I agree with man
Well, hold on,
tomorrow
my bad.
telling
Hold on,
you.
bro.
Oh,
Hold
oh
on.
yeah.
JB, you want to go next, bro?
No, I'm gonna say this, man. At the end of the motherfucking day, expectations lead to disappointment. So when you expecting all this shit from these broads and pulling these hoes, it shows that you are a follower. This is a lot of the talking points in female spaces where men have this insatiable appetite for a fat ass and a wet vag. You need to be about your motherfucking business. Building businesses. One thing I can say about Man of Tomorrow that has been proven, although he sounds like he needs a life, at the end of the day, I will say that he has proven what his work is. And a lot of these brothers out this bitch, this game and all this other bullshit. A lot of these guys need to get over their infatuation with, some masculinity. They need to find their purpose. This is what is being, left out of the equation. You hear more and more people are talking about, women and getting with women and doing this and that with women. But at the end of the day, man, it starts and ends with us. We have to take it upon ourselves to build something within ourselves. Fuck a bitch. Fuck getting with a bitch, dealing with a bitch. You just need, when coming with building something, sustainable for yourself, you're going to build something that you're going to build a standard as well. And you're not going to deal with low value women and all this other bullshit. It's got to get to a point that you're going to have to stop hiding behind an avatar or coming on YouTube, being a YouTuber, and you're going to have to be a realist. Because hold on, after you shut off this computer, after you shut down the monitors and the chat rooms and all that shit, your reality is going to face you as an individual. And what exactly are you doing for yourself? Fuck dealing with bitches. Treat women accordingly. If you're gonna pump and dump them, deal with the motherfuckers that you're gonna pump and dump. If you are going to be a man of means and you want to build a strong family structure, then do that as well. But you have to choose wisely. Don't let other women come into your space and dictate to you what a real woman is. And that's
Okay.
all.
All right, man. Well, thank you
That's
for coming through.
that statement there. Jeez, man. I hope these brothers are not. See, I'm finding out new stuff every day. I hope these brothers are not letting the women of YouTube, and I ain't got no problem with these women or whatever, they who they are, but I hope they're not using that as a scale for what women are. Go outside. Go outside. There's a bunch of women. Go outside. Get to
Go
work.
outside. Wow.
Yeah, well, I went before I come to YouTube, but let me do my thing right here. Look, they had a panel up there. I felt that all aspects of the black man need to be represented, and it was. There's a group of dudes over here, some Bible thumping, religious dudes or whatever. Yeah, Bible thumping, incense burning, dick jacking niggas, And then you got niggas like me. I'm out here, bro. I'm out here. I'm gonna make my motherfucking moves. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna chop it up. No, I'm gonna chop it up. I'm gonna get at them. That's what I do. Now, I'm who I am. Platinum Elite. That's who I am. Now, what you guys have created this image of me, I be looking at that shit. I be wondering, who the fuck is that? Go look at my channel. You know what it says is that's what I am. That other shit you guys keep trying to create, that ain't me. But it need to be me, because a lot of the niggas y'all keep accusing me of being, they getting paid like a motherfucker. Okay, so I'm me.
For example,
all right. I don't have no problem with the females I don't like no feminism, but hey, that's their channel, man. You know what I do when I don't like it? I don't go to it. But I have been in those channels, and I see a lot of guys from these spaces in there, which I ain't mad at them, But I'm saying they trying to get noticed or something. I mean, that's between them. That doesn't matter. Look, all black men, as black men, I think the space needs to be here because it is a place for black men to come. But we've got to stop trying to put one size fits all. A lot of them dudes, which is scary. Hold up, let me say this real quick. I admit, I did not know a lot of them young men were that bad. I didn't know they were fatherless and misguided and looking for a mentor. I swear, I can't believe it. So
Did
from
you
that,
help them? Did you help them?
I'll give them some help. If they can learn how to be respectful. But beyond that, that's what I'm saying.
Learn to be respectful hoes, and you gonna help them.
What guys? A young boy? A young 21-year-old young man in this space. Yeah, I'd help him.
Right,
if he came with me with respect and he asked for my help, I give him the right direction. Well, no problem at all. But some of these,
which is actually saying that they need to have the respect for hoes to actually.
No, that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. No, I said if they want to
for a certain perspective of people.
If they want to deal with hoes, that's a choice that a grown man has made. Now, I mean, like that'd be up to I have a position on that. I'm not going to get into specifics on that, but
and why not? And why not, sir? Why not, sir?
Well, if he want to deal with a hoe, I'm gonna tell him to get the money. I'm just saying. I mean, I got to talk to him. I got to know how he built, but maybe he can handle it. So it's not something to play with. But if you want to get into if you want to do it that way, you can ride the horse. Ride that pony. For as long as you can till you get kicked off.
So you're not here for men. You're here for hoes.
No, what are you talking about? I said if a young nigga came to me and he talking about a hoe. What the fuck you talking about? That's what he talking about.
Young nigga.
A young nigga, okay, and he talking about fucking with a hoe. That's him. That's not me. You guys need some. Y'all got hearing problems too, man. Because y'all don't hear shit.
You gotta have a hearing problem on yourself. Because you don't even want to understand what the shit that is that you're actually talking about when you're actually talking about it. And you think that the only thing you have to do is just like disassociate yourself from the actual hoes who you're trying to empower while actually trying to.
You talking about like the stream I did last? Hold up, did you see the stream I did yesterday? That you call that an empowerment stream?
What the fuck are you talking about? What stream are we talking about?
The one that said "stupid and beautiful," where I went on the the beauty pageants. You talking about that one? Was that empowering?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, no. Like I said, you don't even look at. You're accusing me of stuff you haven't even looked at the content I make.
I mean,
you guys do that all the time. No, you don't.
Sir, that's one stream.
What you talking about? You need to keep looking.
So here, check this out. But I don't want to, man.
Okay, bro. This man got to go. My fault, man. Look, I'm finna put. All right, man.
Closing statement.
Okay. All right, bro. I appreciate it. Thanks, man.
I appreciate you playing. Let me see, man. Who's next, man? Let's get some. I don't know how the hell I walked away and get some juice and. All right, let me know.
I got 3 things.
That shit was wild, man. That shit was real wild.
I got 3 things on my mouth.
At the end of the day.
Let me go to Game Changer real quick, man.
I gotta get juicy.
Game Changer. Any statements? And then Broke Change. You there, Game Changer? All right, he gone. All right,
bro. I got 3 things, man. Focus on yourself. Women will gravitate towards you. Make your next move your best move.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
But yeah, my bad. I was on mute. But sex is great and all, but you have to have something that's more valuable to you. You can't. I think we in the Black community, since the Boomer generation, has over prioritized sex, and as a result, we fell behind the progress of community and society that we should be in. So I'm not saying to avoid it or anything like that, but I'm saying don't hyper focus on it and don't make it the centerpiece of your life.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with that. Shout out to Game Changer. Appreciate you coming through. Okay. Yep. Aqua, any closing thoughts?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna just say this, man. You know, live your life. Do what you feels right for you. Don't let nobody shame you. If you want to get married, be in a relationship, go ahead. If you want to be single, be a bachelor, go ahead. As long as you ain't causing harm and destruction and affecting nobody else's life, just go and live your life, man. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, and doing that makes you an actual man. It makes you a real alpha man by taking control of your life and doing what you want to do. That's it, bro.
Yeah.
Fast, appreciate that. Fasting is life. Close the thoughts, man.
Hey, Ramil, thanks for the show, man. I really appreciate letting me come on, and you guys check Ramil Herb. Get ready. Winter's coming, so you can get your health. And if you guys get a chance, subscribe to my channel. Ramil just posted it there. I talk on stuff about health and stuff like that. So yeah, check me out. And I talk about conspiracy. All right, man. Thanks, Ramil.
Shout out to you, Fasting. I appreciate you. Yeah, I gotta get these other super chats out too. I think I see man tomorrow still, but let me get these other super chats out real quick. Because I missed these joints. All right, shout out. Yeah, I couldn't interrupt. It was too litty earlier, so I had to let them rock. Shout out to where did it stop at? DeAndre, $3 super chat. Appreciate you. TDT Kill, he said even Brad Pitt told Leonardo DiCaprio he's living the life. No kids and no wife. Never listen to old stepdaddy dudes. Facts. CJ Moj, what's up? He said Kevin called MOT an anonymous millionaire. Kevin Kelly, what's up? He said this sector was here before Angry Tyler. All right, shout out to Morgan Freeman. He said this one is a Patreon Hall of Fame classic. LOL. Yeah, it is, man. Shit's crazy, man. Shout out to Kenny Culture. What up? He said, Amir, bro, your panel discussions are just as competitive and fire as Brother Bernard Riley. Salute to your guests. Keep doing your numbers 100. I do appreciate you, Kenny Culture. Shout out to y'all at the fourth quarter talk. What's up? He said, let's ask MOT business questions. He vibing. Shout out to 100. Shout out to you, Visions. MOT Platinum Elise is Sims for Jessica X Melody in his space. What part of the game is that? Okay. Shout out to Vision. All right. Leroy Strokes me. He said, I'm about to make love to a chubby woman that's a single in the projects and house look like a crash site. WAP forever. The black man is God. That nigga's crazy. Hey, man. And then, damn, shout out to Leroy, man. He said, y'all let me rock out in the chat. Yeah, of course. All right, shout out to Leroy. All right, yeah, somebody said MOT isn't even anonymous. He's showing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Yeah, we already know who MOT. I don't understand where that's coming from. I mean, that's MOT is exactly who he is. So I don't understand where that's even coming from. Yeah, so shout out to Dark Ninja. He said 199. So you guys act like one room. Okay, all right, whatever. All right, man. Man, it's my seat. Still anything else you want to add, man?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, man, like these things are very easy to actually understand. It's not. Sorry. African.
Hey, are you good? Oh, he at the crib. So all y'all thinking, man, tomorrow he at the crib, man. He at the house, man. So y'all thinking.
No. It's, dude, at the end of the day, if you have better actual receipts than you actually think that I am, present them. Dude, at the end of the day, these people, at the end of the day, they cannot resent the actual lifestyle that what I live. At the end of the day, these people they cannot wait to be around actual order. And you have to realize that you have to.
Hey, you know your camo, man. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know your camo's on. He's got the BMW showing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, man. Well, I'll turn it off. But at the end of the day, man, like most of these people here in this actual facility where I am, they don't care about all the shit that we have to care about. At the end of the day, is if you are living the lifestyle that you are actually living, it's not that big of a deal. It's not even that big of a deal, man. At the end of the day, everybody here has everything. Well, hold on a second. Let me give you an actual eyesight to what the fuck I'm doing with.